guys, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here. We are back for another Patreon one-shot. This one is a little different, as you can see. I am not here. I am just a disembodied voice. G is taking over and running the Game Master seat here, and I'm not playing because she is running the Glenbrook Carnival of Screams Tales from the Loop module that I have written. She's changing the location, but it's still the module that she's play testing. All of these guys are play testers for this new upcoming module that I'll be releasing soon. So I just sit back and watch. That being said, if you guys like what we do here and you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is like these fine folks over on our Patreon. Link in the description down below. While you're down there, click on that Discord link. Join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. And as always, in the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar, and that bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, G will unleash horror onto these players, the likes of which they have never seen. And two, because it is a very special day, every single dollar that goes into that bar will be going to get G a birthday present decided by me at a future time. So it is G's birthday. Happy birthday to G. Everyone wish her lots of love and happy birthdays here in the comments, etc. And with that, I will turn things over to G herself. Please take us away to Prescott.
Me. Thank you, Mike. Yes, thanks everybody for the birthday wishes. Good thing I didn't donate to the corruption bar this time. But yeah, today we are going to play Mike's the playtest of Mike's module, the Carnival of Screams, which is, if you are around here, Jesus Christ, Melissa. So we have what, 4 corruption bars now? Okay. We'll just burn Prescott down from the start. The fire will start at the carnival. What was I saying? Yeah, we're running Mike's Carnival of Screams module. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Okay. We'll leave it at that. All right.
Get on with it.
Stop talking. Keep going. All right. So like Mike says, this is my little homebrew world or city, Prescott. It is.
You said it was a town 20 minutes ago.
Okay, it's a town city. Okay.
It's also not in Canada, it's in North America.
Yeah, it's
Same place.
It is in middle North America. It could be any town in any state or province that you might live in. It is the town of Prescott, a perfect, ideal example of the Midwestern North American town. With a population of around 5,000 people, the economy has boomed over the past several years after the government research facility, nicknamed the Loop, was established on the north end of the city. Town. Sorry, prof. Prescott boasts lots of open-air markets in the non-winter months. Newly renovated shops give Prescott the strict... The strict? What the fuck does that mean? That's not supposed to be strict. This is what happens when I just read straight from what I wrote here. It has a rustic, country, chic, touristy appeal. The Loop has invested a lot of money into the infrastructure of the town, assisting with maintenance and upkeep, as well as providing an abundance of jobs in their facility proper. They are seen around the city in a sky blue panel vans with a Department of Research and Technology, Building Better Worlds written on the side. The northern skyline is dominated by the 3 huge cooling towers that serve as a constant reminder of the Loop's presence in Prescott. The day is August 26, 1987. Summer has finally come to a close. It's the final weekend before the return to the monotony of school life. The kids of Prescott are desperate to hold on to the freedom of summer, but they've had to go with the past. Sorry. The kids of Prescott are desperate to hold on to the freedom of summer, but they've had a great go over the past 2 months. Hijinks and shenanigans were had, memories made that feel like they'll last forever. And on this fine summer day, a good 22 degrees Celsius or 72 Fahrenheit, red posters have popped up all over town, advertising a one-night-only Carnival of Screams with a tagline, I scream, you scream, ... And at the bottom, free admission. One thing that I like to do in my Tales game is we're going to introduce our characters, our kids, with a fun little montage that they are going to provide us. It's going to describe basically what their kids are. Think of like the Goonies at the beginning. All right. Who would like to start with their opening montage? Or am I going to start at the top and work my way down? All right, Melissa, you're up.
All right. So I guess I'll just start with a description and hopefully like a montage moment will come to me as I go. Allie is a computer geek and she is a 15-year-old overachiever. She is the kid at school who's going to be #1 in all aspects of her life. She is a member of the National Honor Society, vice president of the Student AV Club. She is a multi-year district champion mathlete. And she runs her own babysitting business, but she's also founded a secret club of white hat hackers, right? So far, only membership of 1, but they're taking over the world. They're going to make a big difference. Her hair is bright red. It is pulled back into a very, very tidy ponytail, just perfect, not a single stray hair. With a bright, oversized pink scrunchie. And she wears a very smart pair of 80s glasses, which she ensures remain smudge-free at all times. She's wearing khakis, a white button-up shirt with a lace collar, a pink sweater vest, and over that, she is wearing a pink cardigan that has like those gigantic 80s awesome shoulder pads, you know, the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, she's always prepared. So she's carrying a backpack filled with all of her essential supplies. So what is she doing today? She's doing a little bit of her jazzercise in the morning, right? When she does her jazzercise, she is fully in jazzercise gear with leg warmers and a headband and the whole bit. And then as she leaves her jazzercise routine, you know, you snap forward into her full gear and regalia, and she stands at the front of her home in the doorway, and she says out loud, "Note to self, you are confident and powerful. Allie, today I'm going to make you so proud."
I love it. Next, Iquin, tell us about Jeremy.
Jeremy, called Skate. Not that he's a skater of any kind, but his last name is Skatalian, so just came to be Skate. He is an artist in his own mind, at least, raised by his mom, living at her as a single parent. What you could see from Skate's life leading up to this moment would be like drawings in notebooks, teachers kind of like, you know, confiscating them, yelling at him, not taking notes, but like drawing all the time. The drawings going away from the books, like to the desk in front of him. On his like pants, he usually wears like ordinary jeans and a black hoodie, and they're like color splashes all over them, and the jeans are like colored in with color pencil and then with like inked in, and Sharpies have all of these kind of like graffiti patterns to them. And then you move up the ages, you come to like high school, and he find that there's like one of the vents, you can sort of loosen it, and he has hidden a duffel bag full of spray cans in there. So every day, like after school, you see him collect his bag, go somewhere, and start to sort of color out a wall in his nice own style, somewhere around town or at the school. Wherever he can find a wall to paint, you can see him getting in trouble for it a lot. And his mom doesn't really seem to care. She just sits there, sort of listens to the teacher. As soon as they get out from like the telling down, she just mostly asks him about gossip. You can see in his home, his room is sort of filled with anything kind of art, any artist that's done anything in graffiti. There's like paintings, drawings, notes everywhere on the walls. And you can see like his mom not really caring, just wanting to talk about gossip, watching like VHS of high school films all the time. So he's not really into like society at all. He's super heavy into his art and doesn't care that people don't understand. He will make them understand in the future. So today you can probably catch him like be in the hideout or close by, spray painting some new really like lifelike thing on one of the biggest walls he can find, being sort of prepping himself up for going to the carnival, being inspired to do, getting some new visions for his art in there.
Very
That's
good.
Gate.
Awesome. Love them. All right, Snow, you're up. Tell us about David.
We cut to the inside of the local hairdressing salon. You see David's mother, Becky, there looking out the front window, waiting for her first client. From beside the beauty salon is a small little alleyway, and you see David emerge from the alleyway. He's kind of lanky. He's got unkempt dark hair, wearing kind of a blue check shirt over a white t-shirt, carrying a skateboard. He gets to the street, and you see him place his skateboard on its nose and spin it, and the skateboard spins around before it finally lands and starts rolling across the front of the hairdressing salon, and David gets on board and just goes where it's going. You see Becky smile a bit, and then she's just watching him go down. You see him get to the corner. He gets to the corner, gets off the skateboard, does the same thing. The skateboard turns back the way he came, so he just gets back on and follows it where it's going. And you kind of see Becky look a bit perplexed, and she watches him down the street. Just as she turns around, you see behind her a bus going past, and latched onto the bumper is David again, going the opposite direction again. And that's how you see David exit the scene.
Very cool. And last but certainly not least, Profo.
So we cut to the previous evening, and the camera tracks a white 57 Chevy convertible leaving the airport in Centerville and heading back along the freeway towards Prescott. And Freddie's just been to visit his grandparents in Florida, and in the back of a convertible with him is a large inflatable alligator. Who knows how he got that on the plane? I don't know. His parents are rich. Maybe a charter plane, and his mother is
It's 87, so.
his very glamorous and put together mother is driving. So she has a very put together vibe. Freddie isn't entirely sure what his mom does. He's pretty certain his dad is a lawyer, but his mother does something in human resources, so she travels a lot. And he's wearing a lurid Hawaiian shirt because he might be rich, but money don't buy you style in his case. And in a manner of The Sopranos, they sort of roll up on the big marble fronted mansion that the loop cooling towers dominate half of Prescott, and this house dominates the other. And he returns home to his he lives in the pool house because his parents' place is that big. But his pool house is basically it's an open plan crime laboratory of all of his obsessions with Jeremy Brett era Sherlock Holmes and his love of Conan Doyle. So it's as close to 221B Baker Street as a pool house could be, or indeed a quarter of a windmill.
Cool. And as we see all these kids in their glory, we jump back a little bit, actually, and we fade in to a white, sterile lab environment. Scientists move around, going about their daily tasks. Complicated machinery and equipment fill the room. Through a second-story window overlooking the lab, a group of men in suits observe the goings-on below. One of them, a middle-aged man with slicked back hair, watches, a look of boredom on his face. Suddenly, warning klaxon lights start flashing. The scientists on the floor start rushing around. The observers hum and haw about what could be going on. The dark-haired man perks up. He sees what's happening, a power fluctuation. Before he warns his comrades, there is a flash of light. He covers his face with his arm, and the flash of light is followed by a staccatoed rippled effect of multicolored lights across the bank of machines. Everything in the lab goes still. The scientists below stand frozen in place, staring off into nothing. The dark-haired man peeks out and notices his compatriots are rooted in place, eyes staring blankly. The last thing we see in this place is a zoomed-in close-up of his face. The look of boredom is gone, replaced by a scheming grin. And now we're back to August 26, 1987, and we see our 4 children, teenagers. Where are you guys? What are you up to on this fine day, this summer day?
Being in the hideout, perhaps?
Sure. What's we have played in Prescott before, 2 of you. We have an established hideout. Who wants to describe what this hideout is and what it looks like?
I think this hideout's Freddy's baby, since he's had all the renovations done to it, to his part of it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a mill that sits on a former farm. It might have been listed, or the Prescott Historical Society said that, you know, when Freddie's parents moved here from New York, that this couldn't be torn down; it had to be preserved.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas everything else on this land has been developed, the mill has stayed exactly the same and has only been sort of bored up to code, and the kids use a couple of the floors as their headquarters. And Freddy's Corner is once again the full Sherlock Holmes parlor from 221B Baker Street.
The exact replica.
Oh, the exact replica. I mean, it's like Wadsworth, the butler, knows his British shit, so he spent a long time antiquing to find the correct period pieces.
Very good. So, Allie and Skate, how have you guys made? It's a windmill, by the way. How have you guys personalized your corners of the windmill here?
Gate would have found like the biggest empty wall that he could, and he's in the progress of drawing all of the kids in the hideout on a large like graffiti style, like a group photo, but you know, like 5-6 feet tall if you can find a wall big enough. And is sort of making progress, adding like sick colors and stuff in the background, doing like piece by piece, making it.
Very cool. Allie?
Allie her primary effort here would have been to clean it, right? So it would be as spick and span as an old mill could possibly be in her corner. And perhaps if there's a table, there'd be a tablecloth over it. Perhaps if there's a window, there would be window dressing. In general, she's trying to make it as much of a perfect little corner of home as she possibly can. Despite all that, when she sits down, she always like pulls out a piece of paper out of her backpack and sets that down first. And then she sits very carefully on that piece of paper, careful not to stray off of it, and sits quite upright. You know, it's a little messy here. It's a little messy.
It's a little dusty.
Just a little dusty.
Now and again, a paint can would roll over into that area.
There's no black mold, though, or anything. All right. You guys have set the scene. And on the table in front of you is one of the red flyers that says, Carnival of Screams, 1 day only, free admission. I scream, you scream, ...
Yeah, David, we didn't have this free carnival thing back in New York. I mean, in Queens, in Jersey, we paid for our carnivals and they were good and had better names.
I think they do it to foster, community spirit. Maybe the town paid for it. Maybe the loop. I don't know.
Freddy, can you hold still? Wait. All right. Thanks.
I remember living in a row house and you didn't talk to half your neighbors. It's a better way to live.
I don't think your neighbors want to talk to you, to be honest.
Well, now we don't have any.
That's what I mean. Your neighbors are wildlife.
Well,
We
I think as engaged and active members of this community, it's our responsibility to go to the carnival.
I mean, it would be sort of like topical if someone got murdered at a carnival of screams or scared to death.
Well,
Then
let's
I
hope
might
that
be
doesn't
needed.
happen.
I hope it
I
does.
just go.
I just saw free ice cream. That's all I'm interested in.
Yeah, free ice cream. It's going to be like drugs. The first one is free.
I mean, it might have some dope art over there. I could go check it out.
Well, if we go, we shouldn't be late.
Oh, turning up early. No one will have a chance to kill anybody if you show up early.
Well, but if there's free ice cream, everyone's going to want it. We should get there as soon as possible and get to the front of the line and then go back and get to the front of the line and go back and get to the front of the line.
Maybe wear a hat.
If that's allowed.
No, wear a hat. Change your appearance. I've got a disguise kit around here somewhere.
Ali, could you just look over here for a second? Yep, thanks.
So the question has been posed to be good members of society and go to the Carnival of Screams. Everyone will be there. Everyone was excited, and everyone in town is talking about this random carnival that popped up in the it's in the local fairgrounds. The fairgrounds are built and sponsored by the Loop.
No, like I said, I could go. I mean, carnivals usually have some dope art. I mean, can't be as radical as mine, but inspiration is inspiration. David, same for you. Look over here. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's going on the wall, definitely. Yeah, rock on, man. And you will see that he sort of whites out what he was doing for David, and now you have like two birds just flying.
David just looks at it, smiles, goes, "My work here is done," and he heads out of the mill.
Ellie
we're
will
leaving
follow
right
him
now?
out.
Skate will just take some random cans thrown down in his duffel bag, put it on, and follow out since we seem to be leaving.
How are you guys going to get there? Bikes, walking, chauffeur.
Oh, Allie has a beautiful 10-speed.
Perfect.
I gotta get a new steering box for the Camino.
I would say that Skate really doesn't want to be associated with skating, so he has a bike.
He doesn't want it to be too literal.
Exactly.
It's the only time in his artistic career he hasn't wanted to be literal.
No, but like his bike is super like painted. It's spray painted all over. Like all of you who have hang around him would know that Skate has not really the bike of the week. He's more have like the bike of the day. He changes the colors like all the time on it. But it's like old and crappy and rusty underneath all that paint layers.
Very cool.
David has his skateboard, so he just gets on the back and grabs onto the back of Skate's bike as he starts to pedal.
And man, if you want to, I could paint something really radical on the underside of that board for you.
But no one will see it underneath.
Yeah, but you do tricks. Ain't that the point with those boards anyway?
I don't do tricks.
I don't know. That would be cooler than I could paint the upside as well, but I mean, you're gonna stand on it and rub off.
Could you paint it so that when it spins, it creates some sort of effect?
Oh, totally tubular, man. Could totally do that.
Sweet, man. Do it.
All right, so you guys are on the way to the carnival grounds. And
Seems like it.
Prescott.
Seems like it.
Yeah, okay. Freddie, you're on your bike too?
He doesn't have a bike. He has a skateboard. He has a.
Oh,
He skates a 87 Vision deck. He probably has all of them. So
very cool. Very cool. Tubular, as Skate would say.
Tubular, man.
As you guys make your way across Prescott, you're passing shops that are closing down for the evening. Everyone is making their way to the carnival. As you get closer, you hear the soft little tinkle of music creeping across. And as you get closer, you see the tops of carnival rides peeking over the trees. And as you get into the fairgrounds proper, where all the parking lot is, you see a huge carnival that seemingly popped up overnight. And you hear the music, the ding, 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 reaching your ears, and the smell of food and candy just wafts into you, and it just smells delicious. And you guys have free reign to do whatever you want here. The doors are open, and people are starting to trickle in to this carnival. Above, there is a white and orange sign that's flickering. And it says,
You mean we don't even have to break in?
No, it's open as soon as you get there.
it's advisable. I mean, you got to test your burglary skills. I mean, if you're good at burglary.
Well, you guys can try sneaking in if you want, but the doors are open. By the time you get there, everything is open. And you may not be the first ones, but you're there. And then the orange and red sign flickers. Oddly enough, it's flickering. Like the electricity is bad, and it flickers. Carnival of Screams. And standing on a huge podium above the sign, there is a woman in a huge red ball gown that looks like it's made out of red spider webs. And she's, welcome, welcome, come on in. And she's gesturing to everyone coming, welcome, come, my friends, come. And within the fence of the carnival, you see clowns and mimes walking around. Are you guys?
It's gonna grab one of the absolutely existing posters. You know, all the carnivals usually have their own posters put up in the entrance.
Mhm.
It's just gonna try and swipe one.
Sure.
Is
Like
there
this,
anyone-
the red posters, or
Yeah, tell me what kind of posters is there? Yeah, if he just takes one, what would he see? Inspirational poster.
yeah, it's the same ones that they have posted up all over the town, except it's bigger. So it's red, and it has two dark eyes and hands, and it says Carnival of Screams.
Cool,
And then it says
cool.
I scream, you scream, ...
Well, should we get ice cream first, or maybe we can go play some games?
I'm down for ice cream.
Yeah, as you guys walk in, the sounds are just accosting you. Not violently, but your senses are just picking up everything. You see lights flashing. You smell cotton candy, sugar, and hot dogs and corn dogs. And then the sounds of people laughing and giggling, and then the spinning up of rides. Excuse me. And then it's just like a cornucopia of lights and sounds. And around, I'll just give you a brief rundown of what you guys see directly. Around the outside of the carnival is where all the rides are. You see the Gravitron, the Tilt-A-Whirl, the Zipper, a Ferris wheel, a roller coaster, the swing rides where you sit in the thing on the chains and you're like, wow, are you going around like that? There's bumper cars. There's fighter planes that are on like those big, huge arms. They go around in a circle and they go up and down. There's a pirate ship that swings back and forth, merry-go-round, a super slide, Polar Express, and boats in water. And then on the inside, you see all the carnival games and all the food stands. And in the middle is a huge big top with red and white striped tent. And above the big top, there's a sign that's counting down from and right now it's like 5 minutes and it's counting down.
Well, maybe we can get
So,
some ice cream before the show starts. I don't want to be late though.
No, sounds good. Could you guys grab me an ice cream? I just need to go do a thing here. You cool?
Yeah, cool. And
Will you
they
meet us
will
at the
look-
tent?
Yeah, sure. We'll meet inside the tent.
David will look for someone that looks like they're working here and just say, excuse me, where's the free ice cream?
Yeah, you see a clown, and it's a female clown, and she's like a very Harlequin style. And when you say excuse me, her head turns around and she toddles towards you, and she goes, "Yes, how can I help you?"
We heard there was free ice cream. We're just wondering
Yes.
where that's at.
Do you like ice cream? I like ice cream. And she gets really close to you intensely.
I mean, who doesn't like ice cream? It's the best.
Evil people.
Evil people don't like ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
Freddie, do you like ice cream?
Depends what flavor.
Evil.
She looks and she goes,
I'm Italian, you friggin' racist. We eat a better standard.
and she gestures towards the food stands. Say, all the food you can eat is right there. Enjoy, David.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like Hansel and Gretel kind of problem at all.
Oh, we have no ovens here, Freddie.
We weren't introduced.
I
Crazy clown
mentioned
lady.
your name.
She tilts her head
No, you didn't.
clicks back.
I must have. Otherwise, you're not that famous.
I have an eidetic memory for this sort of thing.
Oh, my name is Dot. Nice to meet you.
Oh. Thanks, Dot. We're going to get some ice cream now. Enjoy being weird.
Yeah.
And
I will.
Enjoy. I'll catch up with you later as soon as the murder happens. You're going on the suspects list, miss.
And she kind of just bobs her head back and forth. You're so
Yeah.
funny.
What all the girls say.
You're so cheeky, she says. And then she toddles away.
I don't think you're funny, man. And David heads off to get ice cream.
Allie's already in line, hoping to, get a jump on the line here, and she waves people over so that they can join her
Line in for the food, you mean?
for the ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
are in
David just
line.
pulls in behind her and says, you missed a fun interaction there. That
Oh, I don't think I missed it.
yeah.
Boding, doesn't take a right to the level of Conan Doyle to figure out that that's foreshadowing of something not good.
Wasn't Conan Doyle just a ghostwriter for someone else?
Nope.
You're always nice and dark, Freddie. What's your favorite flavor, David?
I'm rum and raisin.
Rum and
I like
raisin.
to
I
live
wonder
on
if they have it.
on the edge.
Do they allow kids to have rum? We'll see. And they'll get up to the countertop at that point, I think.
Yeah, and there's a sad looking mime behind the counter. He's like,
I'll have vanilla in a cup. David will have rum and raisin, and
2
Freddie,
scoops.
chocolate.
Yeah, sure.
Chocolate for Freddie.
Did we need to grab one for Skate?
Yeah, what do you think he'd like? Rocky Road.
Something in a vibrant color with him, man.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Get him
What is
extra
that?
sprinkles.
What's that called with the 3 colors? Let's get that.
Neapolitan with sprinkles.
Neapolitan.
Yeah, like the scoop with the thing.
Of
And
course,
then-
Freddie is Italian and he can pronounce that properly.
On an ice cream cone for David.
Yeah.
And then the chocolate for Freddie. And then we jump over to Skate. Skate. Which
Skate has been hitting by inspiration. So you know the big tent. Is there any unsupervised part of that tent on the outside? Because Skate is trying to find either that or some of the other tents that isn't like immediately visible from the big crowd. And he's gonna take that poster and he's gonna draw the same kind of style of eyes, but with a huge clown and then like an exaggerated mouth screaming on the side of the tent in spray cans.
Roll observation to see if you are by yourself.
Oh yeah, first roll. Let's go. Where is it?
Well, I should say you are by yourself. It's whether or not someone's going to see.
Yeah. Observation.
I was worried that he'd remember that Big Top is made out of canvas. He remembered.
I mean, inspiration hits when inspiration hits, and you just need a canvas that is. Do you mean comprehend, perhaps?
What did I say? Observation? Oh yeah, sorry, investigate.
Investigate. Oh, that was. Yeah. One success.
There's no one guarding the outside of the tent, but you see some clowns, and they look like they're moving around at a staggered intervals, but you can time
he's
it, right?
inspired. Yeah, he's going to try to time it right and just paint it up. So it's going to be the same like red eyes, then this like clown face, and then the mouth is like as big as the rest of the painting, just screaming out, and then some kind of nice backwork, like background in like real like pink and green colors and some red sort of to highlight it up.
Okay.
On the side of the tent, trying to make it go with the same kind of flow that they are already having.
Yeah, I like that. And while you're doing that, roll comprehend.
Ooh, comprehend. And 0 successes.
Okay, that's fine. As you are skating, as you're arting on the side of the tent, you kind of look over and you see a group of kids that you know from school, and well, whether or not you know them or not, but you know their names. They are one kid is standing there eating some mini donuts. Apparently, that's just a Canadian thing. But it's imagine a little mini donut covered in sugar, like cinnamon sugar, and he's sitting there eating these donuts out of this bag, and he's just like staring off into nothing.
Once he's like done painting, it's gonna be a quick, like it's not gonna be super detailed or anything. I mean, I don't have forever. I just needed to like get his vision out. It's gonna go over like it, kid.
He doesn't react to you.
Okay then. And he's just gonna pack his stuff up and go try to find others.
Okay. You make your way back away from the tent. You see Allie's bright red hair. They're heading towards you.
Yeah, I was gonna make myself over to them quick. Like you otherwise all the other guys will see like Skate coming through the crowd, like wiping his hands on his jeans. You can see the telltale signs of like paint still on like his thumbs and fingers, trying to wipe them off. Comes up to you and like, so weird kid over there, and also could I interest you in just saying to anyone who asks that I've been with you all the time, just for reasons.
Maybe. You know how I feel about false alibis.
You
Oh,
see
man, come
David
on.
is licking his ice cream, the rum and raisin, and then realizing he doesn't like it. Then he looks at the one he got for Skate and gives Skate the rum and raisin. Yeah, you're here all the time. You got ice cream with us.
Oh yeah, thanks. Hate rum raisin, throws it away.
We're coming for you, rum and raisin ice cream.
It's no mint choc chip and it knows it is.
Mm-hmm.
Allie kind of glares at Skate and goes and picks up the cone, as much of the ice cream as she can without, getting her own self dirty, and tosses it in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, man, there's kids starving in Africa. Haven't you heard that weird song?
Nah.
Kids starving in Africa song. Kids starving in Africa.
And I hope that automatically just starts playing over the loudspeakers there.
That was years ago.
Yeah, so you guys have a few more minutes until the random countdown above the big top goes down or gets down to 0. Anything
We should
else you
get
guys
good
would like to
seats.
do?
I was just saying, David would say to them, we should get good seats. I don't want to sit behind the pole that holds up the tent.
Or a guy in a big hat.
Allie nods as she's wiping her hands with like a gigantic wad of napkins that she took with her from the ice cream place.
I don't know how they always manage to hire people at these places that would be ideal suspects. Yeah.
Hey,
I
can
think
I
it's
have
just
one
the
of-
outfits.
Can I have one of those napkins, Allie?
Sure. And she takes another one because she's stashed a whole bunch of them in her pocket, and hands it to Skate.
Yeah, thanks. It takes out the sharp and starts to draw on it.
Well, let's go.
All
She
right.
starts to wend her way to the tent, just assuming that everybody will follow behind her.
Yeah, as you make your way down that direction, kids of all ages and even some adults, you notice, are running around excitedly. They're going on the rides, and you hear like the ricketing sound of like the roller coaster and kids just screaming. You see the Dot clown moving around talking to people. You see a really tall, like lurch looking clown, absurdly tall. And he's like lumbering around, and the kids are like pointing and screaming, and he's like, whoa, and then they're doing like a fake scream and running away. And as you guys approach the tent, the clock hits 0, and then these lights start moving along the floor or on the ground, and it's like runway lights. It's like and it's leading everybody into the big top.
Big top.
Yeah. And then as soon as that happens, Allie, roll investigation. No, roll comprehend.
All right.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
2 successes.
Nice.
Yeah, as these lights start flashing and moving in, you notice with your 2 successes that almost instantaneously people stop what they're doing and start making their way in.
I'm just so impressed with how organized they are, and it's free.
I mean, you
Mhm.
think they wouldn't need so much effort to get you into something free, but I guess there's
Yeah.
some people out there that would scoff at free stuff and do something else.
Well, crowds are chaos.
Hey.
You can never count on them. So you need to provide very clear instruction and direction.
Mhm.
People are dumb. Getcha.
And soon you guys are like surrounded by people as everyone is filing in between these lights into the big top.
Yeah, you know how it is. Like nobody understands your work. I get you.
And
I understand you, Skate.
Behind Skate, you see a very well painted, scary clown on the side of the tent. Who did that? No one knows.
You didn't sign it? Jeez. You'll never be
I-
appreciated in your lifetime unless you sign it.
I mean, I would say that Skate is smart enough that after a few times getting busted because he signed his own artwork, he stopped doing that.
You needed a nom de plume. What do you graffiti artists call it? handle. No, that's CB radios.
Tag, man, a tag.
That's the one.
I imagine they're all taking their seats at this point.
Yep. Probably.
Sharpie comes out. Napkin is already drawn. It kind of absent-mindedly just like puts it back to Ali since it was her napkin. It's now like tent drawn with 2 arms coming out of it, like ominously grabbing from above. And then he starts to draw on the sheriff in front of him instead.
And as he does that, Ali from her backpack pulls out a notebook and a box of crayons and hands that over to Skate.
Oh, thanks. And he just takes it and starts to color it in.
Very good. So you guys make your way into the big top, and you guys climb up the bleachers up to your seats, or to an open spot at least. And as everyone crowds in around you, the smell of popcorn and body sweat starting to mingle in. There is you can't see it, but an organ starts playing. So really haunting sounds. And there's several rings, and you see trapeze, what do you call it? Trapeze things set up, and smoke starts filling in through the back and billowing over the floor. And then the carnival barker who you saw at the beginning, she appears through the mist. She's a woman of average height. She wears a huge blood red gown, which is like a bustier, and then it comes out like 5 feet on both sides of her. It's designed with lace and boning to look like a spider's web. If you need a face claim, you can go with Helena Bonham Carter. Yeah, she's got a good creepy face going on there. And then the unseen the unseen organ plays a haunting tune. Yes, Mike, I said boning. Boning. And as she comes in, everyone just like silence drops. And she says, "Welcome, one and all, to the opening event. You may call me Bonnie. I am honored to introduce to you our master of ceremonies for the evening, your host of horrors, the lich of your wildest dreams." And as she talks, a spider scurries across her face, but she doesn't react to it. "The spider who whispers in the night, Mr. LaBelle," and she gestures. And through the gathering mist of the tent, a white light strobes. People gasp, and a shadow appears to lower from above. It is humanoid shaped. Then slowly the arms raise out, and then another pair, and then another, and another. A few children squeak in fear. This human spider form looms through the mist until a man emerges, seemingly floating above the ground, his arms raised in a welcoming gesture. The crowd claps excitedly. Mr. LaBelle is dressed in a 3-piece suit, black and red, with a high spiked collar that looks like a spider's web. On his head is a red and black gossamer hat that glitters in the light. He comes to a stop in the middle of the ring, seemingly floating in the air. If anyone is curious, you can roll comprehend to see if there's anything more to see.
Two successes.
Very good. Oh, roll down. So Skate, you notice.
Art, eye for art, eye for style.
Mm-hmm. He definitely has a style, that's for sure. But as you look at him, something about LaBelle is just unsettling to you. He sits on the border of the uncanny valley. His arms just seem a bit too long, and his fingers a bit too spindly.
I'm gonna turn to the others and whisper to them, like, guys, you also think that LaBelle is like a bit too weird? Like, like when you try to do something too much, and it gets kind of like creepy.
I know the man can't hire a tailor.
No, but look at his arms and fingers. Like it's like they're too long. It's like someone tried a bit too much, and it just gets weird. You see what I mean?
I think Allie, her back is straight, and she says, "He's fine. He's fine." Her eyes are a little wide.
Okay, Allie, David, do you see what I mean, man?
I mean, it's a carnival. Aren't they all meant to be creepy and weird?
Yeah, but like the clowns and the things we saw outside is like, the carnival creepy stuff. Like he's
It's
not
like
intentional. He's creepy without meaning to be creepy. It's like weird kind of creepy.
he probably the freak show he worked in got closed down, so he had to retrain. It's Occam's razor. The most logical solution is usually the best.
I'm just saying. Okay, let's watch the show then. See what he does. I mean, at least it's creepy.
Yes, and he
We got what we didn't pay for.
He's floating, and he comes to a stop in the middle of the middle of the stage, and he gestures with his arms. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and my non-binary minions, I bid thee welcome to a very special night. A night unlike any other, in which you will escape the boring, the mundane, the lackluster existence of the outside world. Inside the walls of my carnival, adventure is around every corner. Thrills, chills, excitement are guaranteed. Tonight, you will see things that will shake you to your core, because a long time ago, man abandoned wonder and replaced it with reason. It is my deepest wish that you reach deep into yourselves and rekindle that lost sense of wonderment. And in so doing, you will know what it means to be alive. Sorry, what were you saying? Were you saying something?
No,
I have not said anything.
Freddie was going to say, "Hey, yeah, hey, don't. This guy's ripping on Reason. Not a fan. Not a fan. I like Reason."
Allie, as he's talking, roll your investigation again, please. Cool. As he's talking, and he's gesturing, and he's talking to everybody in the room, your eyes kind of wander for a moment, and below you, around like your knees, where the seat of the person in front of you is sitting, there's like the wood plank of the board, and you're sitting there and you're looking, and you see some symbols drawn hastily on the side, like the sideways along the board. Looks like it was done with one of those white wax crayons that people use when they need to like make notes on like engineering projects or something. And you see 5 symbols jotted down.
Did you say she sees it jotted down?
Yes.
She's gonna grab that notebook back from Skate really quick and tear a piece of paper out and grab a crayon and then hand it all back. And then she'll put like that piece of paper on there and use the side of the crayon to kind of create pressure against the paper to lift that wax off of the wood. And then she'll turn it around and show it to Skate. Hey, take a look at this.
Right.
I didn't know you did brass rubbing.
And then the image that you see, I don't know what the technical term is for it, but it's like the Greek letters. You see the symbol for alpha, beta, gamma, theta, and delta.
I mean,
I don't know what's going on here. It's all Greek to me.
If you want some criticism, I mean, it's not my style, but I mean, you do your style, Ali, I guess. I would put some more flair to it, maybe.
I didn't do this. I would never put any writing on public property.
She leaves the graffiti to the professionals.
But I mean, you're gonna make it better, prettying it up. Art is supposed to, you know, shock and inspire, man. Something like that.
Well, I'm shocked that someone would make a mess of the seat.
You can see how Skate just looks to like all the seats in front of them have now drawings from him in Sharpie and crayon.
Hey, G, I don't know this, but do you know if alpha, beta, gamma, theta, and delta, is that the first 5 letters? Because I know 1, 2, 3, the first 3 is theta and delta, the next 2?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. They are in a specific order, so I'm going to re-give you the order. Not that it really matters, but I'm going to change the order. It's gamma, beta, alpha, theta, delta.
Right, so
But would Allie know what number of letters those are? Because I think it's 1, 2, 3, and then I just looked it up. Theta is 8. I don't know what delta is.
Yeah, you would if you want to roll, you could you will roll with you calculate.
Calculate. We'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
No successes.
Yeah, you're not sure, and they're pretty hastily written on this board. So yeah, you're not exactly sure what the significant is at this time.
I can tell you something. It's a clue.
Allie passes the note down to Freddie. Well, you keep it then.
Sure. Did you say this is calculate?
Yeah, calculate.
Yeah, okay. Have a look. 1.
Very good. You don't know how are you a pretty good student, Freddie?
Freddie knows a little bit about a lot because it may come up in a crime someday.
Yeah. You remember from science class way back at the beginning of May last year, because it couldn't have been this week because we guys have been on holidays, right? Those are the types of brainwaves.
Oh, get your tinfoil hats out. These are brainwaves.
Can I look at that? I'm gonna ask for the note of the 5 letters.
You can look at it, but don't make it better.
He's gonna start copying them off, but making them much more his style, flaring, and have those like, you know when you made those S's, those kind of letters, but make the Greek letters look in that style on Alice's notebook that he has.
Yeah,
he's
like
copies.
Gamma is like a weird like hook symbol, and then beta is the alpha.
Are the capital or lowercase letters? Because Greek
capital.
has to keep.
They're capital.
Because I've done too much math, so I know about these things in real life.
Look, Iquin. I didn't have to become a armchair neurophysicist, whatever, to plan this game. Okay,
it's fine. It's fine.
They're the capital ones because lowercase gamma would be like the Y symbol.
Yeah, but the lowercase delta is much nicer because the capital delta is just a triangle, basically.
Yeah, so it's the triangle, the circle with the weird thing in the center, the capital A, capital B, and then the hangman's hook.
So, yeah, there are more like pointy, more jagged versions of those that Skate is copying down. So, yes, like a more artistic version of them on the notebook.
Okay. And as you guys are kind of doing that, where's my page? There we go. Mr. LaBelle, he smiles, a smile that seems too wide for his face, and does a flourish with his hands. And like a magic trick, he produces, in thin air it seems, a gold coin, and it's floating above his head, above his hand. Now, among the rides and attractions is a gold coin. among the rides and attractions, I have hidden a gold coin. It looks like this, and it rotates. One side is a skull and crossbone, the other side is a clown face. This is your ticket to paradise, a secret part of the carnival. So secret, in fact, not even I know what awaits you there. Will you be the one to find it? And he looks at Allie. Will you be the one to unlock the passport to paradise? And then the ripple among the crowd of excitement. And now I bid you go forth and have the greatest night imaginable. Welcome to the Carnival of Screams. And then the organ plays a very loud, discordant sound. Duh, like almost like a Phantom of the Opera, like duh, 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 duh. Very crescendo, and marks the finale of this little escapade that he's put on. And Mr. LaBelle, he opens his arms and he floats backwards into the mist. And then as his arms are out, as he disappears into the mist, it's like he has 8 arms again, and they fold in on themselves and it disappears.
Yeah. 8 arms. He must really be restricted in where he can buy his suits.
Yeah, he probably is, but what's really important is that we need to get that coin.
Question. Did we see the coin close up, like a good look at it, or was it like at a far distance?
You could see it pretty clearly.
Then I would copy it down in the notebook, front and back side as well, so we know exactly what it looks like.
I'll let you guys roll comprehend again for another detail.
Yay. 0 successes.
My thing's not scrolling down now, which is annoying. Prof, you succeeded? The only one?
I didn't roll yet. I'm like, I have 1 good comprehend in me this game, and this isn't it.
0, 0,
I didn't
0,
put any points in it.
Neither did I, but I got 2 successes.
Whoa!
Woo! Ali is the most comprehensive one. You see through time and space.
Why do you need to do comprehend when you brought Ali with you, huh?
Exactly. As he's giving his final monologue regarding the secret coin to paradise, Ali, you notice that the coin is light, like it's like a holographic image. There's no physical coin there.
It's not real. It's not a real coin. Do you see it? Do you see the flicker? Skate, you got good eyes.
Did I see the flicker when she points it out?
Yeah, with 3 successes, as soon as she points it out, you guys notice it's not
like
real.
one of those. It's like one of those industrial light magic things. Yeah.
So you're right. So that's kind of cool. I wonder if it did that, but yeah.
So
here, I drew like it down and I showed them.
The coin is in all of us.
Yeah, that sounds like some bullshit, doesn't it? It was in us all the time.
Well, if we find the coin, it looks like this, and it shows them the copy. It tried to make it like as exact as he had time to do it, like to draw it before it disappeared again.
Very cool. Yeah, it'll hover there for a good minute, and then as he's floating back, the coin disappears. And then the lights, like the strobe lights, kind of flicker and then die down. And then everyone's like, whoa, and everyone's clapping in excitement. And everyone jumps up and they're like, let's go. And the kids are running out and they want to, they start running out. You lose sight of them.
Well, we can beat it. We can get it before anyone else. What do you think? Should we split up? We should have a good plan.
It's probably a bad idea. If those Greek symbols are a warning, what if us finding the coin is us letting them mess with our brains? I like my brain. I like it the way it is.
You always have such interesting ideas, Freddie. That's very, very interesting. What do you think, David? How do we find the coin?
We imagine that we are the coin. And where would we be if we were the coin?
We were the coin. Safe.
There you go.
Or cash register.
A cash register.
So we just have to look in every cash register here, but it's all
Yeah.
free. So are there even cash registers?
So I guess that's not going to work.
Parking. They must charge people for parking, right? That's how they make their money. It's the racket.
This is the 80s. Don't
No
charge
one's
for
paying
parking
for
in the 80s.
park.
Valet, you
This is
uncouth.
North America. You don't pay for parking in North America.
There's no
Ballet.
ballet at the, at the fairgrounds.
No wonder my dad isn't here glad handing if they didn't have
No.
valet parking. Jesus.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
I know we're not going to find it if we keep sitting here.
How do you
Okay.
know that? Have you
Yeah.
looked under your seat?
That's a
All
good
these people
idea.
just
Cool.
got up and left. What if the coin's here? And we're the only ones that worked it out.
Allie reaches under her seat and pats around.
You feel the soft grains of wood.
Nope.
David just gets on his stomach on the ground in the dirt and just starts crawling along, looking up under every seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you start doing that, you notice underneath the bleachers, what do you call it? Long running spindles of cables going everywhere.
Hey, if there's a copy of that coin on a computer, what else could we find with it? I mean, I know the basics about computers, you know? C:// stuff like that, you know? Hello World, yeah. They haven't really, I mean, only really the FBI use computers for crime solving. And Scotland Yard.
So
Oh.
if the coin wasn't real, would they need, and it was just a projection, would they need to have the coin in front of the camera that they're using? If we follow the cables from the projector to wherever they're filming it, that's where the coin is.
That's brilliant.
Or they've got a high resolution copy of the coin saved on a computer.
Wouldn't they
Still,
have
we might find
left
some information.
It's the
Wouldn't
80s,
they
there
have-
is no high resolution. And
Wouldn't they have just left with the coin if they filmed it while the show was going on?
I think
It's
it's
19... Yeah.
I think it's a good start, though. Let's go ahead and follow these wires. I think that's brilliant.
Sounds good to me.
Right, so you guys follow the wires and they lead. You notice that they're connecting from various things around this big top. There's like power boxes and weird devices that you've never seen before, and these cables run out from under the tent.
What do you think, Ali? Could they project it using some sort of, maybe a Commodore Amiga? Those are pretty high-spec PCs.
Well, I've never used an Amiga myself, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, my dad's got one. You know, you can...
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, do the cables all come together in a bunch and head out of the tent?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's follow this.
Oh,
yeah, and David's
sure.
still crawling on the ground as
Army
even
crawling
outside.
like
Yeah.
He's watched too
Skateboard-
much 18.
Skate would just like follow Alice, and she seems to know where to go, and just look around for those 5 Greek letters to see if he sees them anywhere while they're walking around. He doesn't understand anything about that computer stuff or technology, so he's just gonna like look around for what he knows, and that is like art. So yeah.
David, we probably move faster if you can get up on your feet.
Well, David's been crawling along and dragging his skateboard with him. So
You could have just crawled along on the skateboard, dude. Might have been faster.
And then that's exactly what he does. He puts the skateboard underneath him and starts crawling along on the skateboard, following the cables.
I mean, I know I often say I need an everyman around just to make me look smarter, but you don't need to work so hard.
Thanks for calling me a man, dude.
So you guys,
Yeah,
are you
good
guys
enough.
leaving the big top?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're following the cables.
Okay. And as you guys are making your way out, the trapeze artists are starting their little acrobat show inside, and there's people standing there watching and clapping and going, "Wow, that's amazing!" And they're swinging and doing like loop-de-loops in the air, and they're being caught on the other side. And you guys exit the thing, and you follow the track of cables, and you guys want to roll investigation if you want. If you want, you don't have to.
I mean, I'm looking around. I got 1 success in investigating around, mostly for those Greek letters, but I mean, I'll take anything.
One here as well.
Oh, there's no
you-
point in David rolling.
Okay. As he's swimming on his skateboard through the dirt. Yeah, you see bundles of the same types of cables coming from every direction on the park.
Do
And
they converge?
Not from where you're seeing at this point yet. They seem to be going in the same direction.
Well, that's interesting. I wonder what all these wires do.
Don't know. Sound and lighting and stuff like that. Is it like an advanced version of what you guys do in a V Club?
Maybe. I mean, maybe it helps with the illusion.
Oh, maybe it's not an illusion at all.
Well, skate, but yeah, they do. But the wires came from under our seats.
Okay, wires don't go under seats.
Not under wooden. No.
Oh. Okay.
Not unless it's a ride, and it wasn't a ride.
I don't know.
David, as you're skating around, or sorry, swimming around, what's your favorite roller coaster or favorite carnival ride?
I'm going to show how Australian I am, and I have no idea what you call your carnival rides in America. And do you have the Wild Mouse?
Not familiar. What is it?
It's just, you know, it's kind of single bumper car, but it's like a roller coaster, but they're only just like a single cab.
So, like, is it a bumper car though?
So imagine a roller coaster, but you don't have them all connected. There's just individual.
I see. Yeah, so it's like okay, so a single car going, and it goes faster. Yeah, you see, what is it called?
Well, we call it a wild mouse or
The wild mouse, yes, and they're all shaped like little mice, all the little things. You see the wild mouse, and as you're swimming and you're kind of looking, the white and red sign that says wild mouse, it's flickering, and as you're staring at this sign that's just pulsing at you, you feel a desire to go on that ride. That looks like some fucking good ass fun right there.
And that's exactly what he does. He just goes, "Ooh, crazy mouse," and he just gets up off his skateboard and starts heading there without any further explanation to anyone.
Perfect. And you guys, if you guys are paying attention to David at all, you see him, and he gets up and he like runs towards this single cart roller coaster.
What are we
Wait,
gonna do?
but we're gonna lose the wires, David.
He doesn't appear to hear you. And as
Um,
you guys are you guys watching him look, and you see the sign Wild Mouse pulsing at you.
They
and you
have
all
some
seem to
really
have-
loose electrical wires here.
Yeah, it's really weird, but that ride looks fucking fun. And you guys,
Follow.
Okay, 2 of them are going. Skate is following as well.
Absolutely.
Sure. We'll remember where the wires were.
right? So you race up behind David and you get in line. It's not very long. There's, oddly enough, a lot of little carts. And so the line goes really quickly and you're put into your own single car. You got the totally safe safety bar that comes across your lap.
They
And
still use them in roller coasters. Those ones over the top are overrated.
oh yeah, and that's way before this time. But also, there's none of these roller coasters are
Oh, they
going to be
haven't
going
made it.
upside down. So David's the first one, and then it starts going like up the side, and you just feel like elation of excitement, David. And then wow, you are just going like 50 miles an hour on this thing.
And David's the kind of kid that just doesn't hold on. His
Oh yeah.
Oh
arms
yeah,
are
that's
up
the
in
only
the
way to
air.
have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And these single ones are great because it's like you feel you get all the G forces without having to sit in the back.
Yes. Wait, if you sit in the middle and you hit the turn, you're like, and then you're like, what? Going from side to side. So safe, but no one died in those things. Never.
Well, they always hushed it up, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they haven't died yet.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We
They don't
haven't
die until the
died yet.
90s. No, they don't die until the 90s. That's when people die.
Yes.
Yes, there were never any roller coaster accidents before the 90s.
Yes. The 90s was when the
Facts.
dark times started. When people started dying all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
And you guys
Right.
experienced the same thing, just the exhilaration of the G-forces and the wind in your hair. And you may catch a bug in the mouth, you think? But
Well,
Yeah.
Allie doesn't, because Allie is definitely white knuckled, and she's ramrod straight, and she has her eyes closed, and she has her mouth like closed shut because she's trying really hard not to scream. But like, you know, she's trying to look, if you're not looking at her very closely, like she's just fine, but she's really like all totally tensed up.
yeah. And
Skate's trying to have his hood up even while riding.
yeah. He's constantly adjusting it. I'm gonna spend one of my 6 corruption bars just for a little bit of fun. Allie, when your thing comes to a stop, there's a bug smushed on your glasses.
And she like tears them off, and then she realizes that her glasses are now on the floor, and then she has to like rapidly pick them up, and she like looks around, make sure nobody saw her freak out like that, and you know.
Yeah, when you look
brushes
around,
them
there's
off.
the ride maintainer, like a mime, just like,
And she looks at him and raises a hand, and then just goes back to cleaning her glasses and puts them on.
Yeah, Freddie will offer her a glasses wipe
yeah.
because friends carry glasses wipes to friends. Damn it!
I just, you know, I thought I saw something, but you know, it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. You know, I'm fine. I'm
We're all
everything
fine
that
here.
I need to be. I'm everything I need to be, and I'm strong and powerful.
There was never any doubt in anyone's mind.
Good for you, Alan.
That tape on positive affirmations is really working.
Snow, when you get off the ride, I want you to roll something for me. Something. I want you to roll roll empathize for me.
Wow.
Thing does not want to roll.
Didn't
Scroll
expect
down.
that.
Neither was
2
I.
successes.
All right. When you get off, you're like, fuck yeah, that was fucking awesome. I want to go do it again. I want to do it again. And but you're able to quell that desire to want to go again.
Oh, I really wanted to do it again though.
Would you want to voluntarily fail?
Yeah, yeah. Just give him the successes for later. It'll be fine.
It was fun, I guess, but are we not looking for the coin anymore, David? Or like,
yeah,
what are we doing?
let's go look for the coin because this place ain't Coney Island.
I think we need to go back and follow those wires, David.
Yeah, I think David looks at Ali cleaning her glasses and he really wanted to go back on there and then he goes, oh, I guess.
And
Yeah,
Freddie will
let's
do
go
the
back.
puppy dog eyes and be like, "But the game is afoot."
I'll get you some ice cream.
Done.
Yeah,
The
let's get some walking
the
around
rum
ice
and raisin, that's my favorite.
Before we leave, Skate will have a look over for like the entrance to attraction. Is there any of those Greek letters anywhere around there?
Not
For
that
the
you notice.
mouse. Okay.
But you do notice that David is looking like twitchy, like back at the line for I keep forgetting what it's called. Sorry, Snow. The
wild
great
mouse.
The what?
The wild mouse.
Wild mouse. I'm gonna freaking write that down or I'm gonna forget. Wild mouse. And you see the kids coming in behind you. They get off and they run directly back into line and get on.
Would I have to roll a comprehend to see to figure out if somebody's having the DTs for roller coasters, or any of those symptoms that Conan Doyle described Sherlock Holmes when he needed the old heroin?
Sorry, what's a DT?
Delirium tremens, when people need booze, the
Yeah,
shakes.
you can roll comprehend for sure.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to get anything, am I? Oh no, I got one.
Yeah, you can't really tell from those kids running, but they are like wide-eyed and they are gunning it from the exit back to the entrance. But you do notice that David seems to be a little fidgety.
Yeah, the enthusiasm for being on his belly and following these cables is all out, and he's just kind of dragging his skateboard next to him as he goes back to where the cables are.
Allie hooks her arm around or her elbow around his elbow in a casual way and keeps him turned away from the roller coaster because she does not want to do that again. She's not interested in that, and she doesn't want her friends to go do that because then she'll have to make excuses.
So what are we doing with these cables?
We're following them to the end. I'm sure that's where the coin is.
Dopamine. Freddy's just gonna make a note and break out his notebook and write a note about mesolobic dopamine pathways and people having curious effects on the roller coaster, releasing too much dopamine to the brain.
And David just snaps at Freddy. You're a dopamine.
I am pretty dope. You are correct.
As you guys walk and you're kind of following this line of cables, you notice like the people and these are not just kids, like you see adults also running around. They're going on ride after ride. You see them playing all of the carnival games, like the games of chance, the games of skill, and they are just going, like they're not stopping.
Why would you want someone to get addicted to a free carnival when no one is making money? It's like the Scooby-Doo villains did not prepare me for this.
Well, they all seem very distracted. That's good news for us.
Yeah.
And you guys hear like screams and a group of kids run like past you off to the side, running in fear.
Can't handle the wild mouse, those kids.
Seems like the carnival is living up to its name. Awesome. So where are the cables leading?
They are leading towards the back of the carnival grounds.
So no, Skate asks the other ones.
No.
Like he has no idea how cable, like he has zero interest in electronics.
Somewhere in back, like a van or something like that. I expect there's going to be some sort of like FBI surveillance van with all the computers and stuff like that.
Some kind of studio, I'm sure.
All right.
Away from all the fun stuff, anyway.
Hey, we'll make some fun stuff.
Yeah.
The fun is the friends you made along the way.
Seems
or wrecking
weird that they
shit.
would have...
we might have to wreck shit.
It seems weird that they would hide a coin away from the fun stuff. Right?
Does it really seem weird?
It seems perfectly logical to me. Where are the kids helping for a coin? Around the fun stuff.
Yeah, isn't that point to find the coin? So they would go to the fun. I don't know, man.
Well, do you have an idea, Skate? You got an idea? We'll do that.
I'm trying to look for those letters things that you find on the seat to see if that is kind of like a clue. Sometimes shows have those clues hidden in plain sight. It's kind of like, game show, TV stuff my mom watches. I don't know. I haven't seen any so far, so really no. If you want to follow the cables, I'm game.
Allie's going to turn 360 and look all around to see if she sees any of those symbols anywhere.
Nothing is jumping out at you. Everything is carnival related.
Well, this is the only clue we have, so I say we follow it to the end.
Sure.
you guys are going, you're passing the fun house, which is like a 2-story open face building, and the kids are climbing into it and they're screaming and they're running, and then the adults are around having a good time. And you follow these cables past the rides, past all the vending, the food vendors, past the games, and you approach what looks to be like the outside of the carnival grounds. And it is a tall fence that is like blocked off, like it's like a privacy shield over it. And it says no entry, and the cables all converge and then go through that area. But it says the backwoods restricted.
Well, I guess we're done then. We can't go through here. It says we're not allowed to pass.
Well, sure we can. Is there a gate?
No, but there's a sign that says no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the sign and just spray over the sign so it doesn't say anything anymore. No,
Good
it doesn't.
thinking.
Roll observation, everybody.
Anyway, they're never gonna.
They investigate.
Yes, I think that's.
Yes, sorry. For noticing things. As you guys watch Skate, as you watch him approach the fence, you see a clown coming out of the building area, and he sees you. And he's dressed like a cowboy.
Gonna hold off on the spray painting while just stand there, look
And
like
he's
I'm
like-
just,
He's walking towards you, and he's got like the exaggerated cowboy pants on, like the chaps, and like a big huge hat, cowboy hat.
Wow, that's at least. That's above 10 gallons.
It's at least 25.
Mm.
Howdy, Mr. Cowboy.
Howdy, miss. What are you guys doing over here?
We're playing the game. The one, the one that Mr. LaBelle announced with the coin. We're following clues.
He leans in. Did you find the coin?
Well, we're looking. Do you have any other clues? We think the clues led us here.
Where do you imagine the coin could be?
I think it's right through there.
That's restricted.
Is it?
You might have to find the coin first.
Well, would it be
the special area?
Would it be restricted if we were accompanied by an adult?
He nods.
What about you, sir?
You can't fool me, little girl.
Well, I'm not intending to fool you.
If you want to get to paradise, you gotta find the coin.
Well, maybe you could point your finger in the direction we should look.
And he just taps his nose.
It's in your nose?
He goes like this, and he blows, and like a balloon, a red balloon pops out.
Yeah, maybe my friend Andrew Jackson here could be convinced to give us a clue.
He takes the bill from you, and he turns it into a goose.
I'll treasure it.
He flicks it
Andrew
back.
Goosen.
Well, okay.
And he just stands there looking at you.
Thank you, sir. I guess we'll turn away now and go back where we came from. Right, guys?
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going back to the wild mouse. Cool.
And he doesn't touch you, Allie, but he like makes like the motion like he's patting your head.
Hey!
He's not actually touching you though.
Hey!
Good girl. Little lady.
Hey! No.
You're a good girl.
Don't call me a girl.
Tip your hat, call her ma'am, walk away. You don't want to see where this goes.
What are your pronouns?
Oh, well, I am a she, her, but I don't like you being talked to down that way.
And he just gives a very eloquent bow. My apologies.
All right, well, we're leaving now. She glares at him.
And he just
I think Allie's gonna walk, she's gonna lead and walk off in a little bit of a huff. And then the moment that she can, she'll like duck behind a building.
Mm-hmm.
And as the
What
boys,
companies don't accept bribes? Jeez.
she's gonna wave them all over.
What is this country coming to?
Yeah, Skate has done this game many times. He's
Yeah.
on the know what's happening.
Well, I think it's got to be through there.
Mm.
Yep.
He
Let's go
sure
through.
seemed like he didn't want us to go in there.
Should we maybe go to another part of the fence?
I don't think unless anyone's left any convenient bolt cutters around here.
David just goes straight to the fence and tries to climb over.
What did I say?
Mm-hmm.
And you turn around and you see the cowboy, and he's standing there, and he's like exaggerating, walking back towards you, and he goes to his hip, and there's nothing on his hip that you guys can see, and then he pulls out, and he's like mimicking a lasso over his head, and then he throws it at David, and David, roll a move.
Two successes.
Nice. As he throws, something about it says, maybe I should get out of the way. And you jump to the side and you feel the wind of something coming by you. And you look down and there's an actual lasso there. And he gathers it back up.
Is David able to get over the fence?
It doesn't really have anything you can scale.
But it's also a temporary fence.
Well, it is a fence, but it has a privacy screen over it. You can try move again. And I'll let the rest of you roll an investigation.
I'm going to burn some luck and try that again. So, one success.
All right, so you scramble up and you manage to grab the top of the thing. And Freddy, with your... Oh, you got 2 successes. You hear this weird buzzing sound, Freddy. And you look around and you see balloons floating in the air.
The name song about this.
And they're like moving against the wind, and they are moving towards you.
I've seen this show. It was The Prisoner.
And they're making this really strange buzzing sound. And they're heading towards David.
Dude, evil balloons! Rover!
What? Evil balloons?
Yeah, it's in a TV show. My dad has The Prisoner. He's got it on Laserdisc.
Ooh, I guess.
Is David on the other side of the fence at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's grabbed it, and he still has to pull himself over.
Yeah, so that's exactly what David's going to try to do. As soon as he can, get over there and book it to try to draw this cowboy away from the others.
Okay. And as you're hanging there, the cowboy is gathering up his rope, and he's like, "Hey, you're not allowed back there." And he throws his lasso again. You can you can roll a move or a force.
No successes.
Okay.
I am going to take a condition and re-roll it.
Okay. God, my freaking roll 20 keeps bumbling up.
So 1 success.
One success.
And I am going to take scared.
Okay. You are halfway up the fence, and then you feel something grab around your foot and start pulling backwards. But you have leverage on the top of the fence.
Yeah, he's going to try to get on the other side and try to distract so his friends can get in.
Skate is going to run up to the clown, since he seemed to be distracted with David at the moment, and just unleash spray can to his face.
Nice.
Very good.
That's a distraction for sure.
Oh yeah,
I
for
can't
sure.
see.
Yeah, what's the roll for that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. You tell me. I guess I'm in charge here.
Yeah, you
Almost.
sucker.
Whose fault is that now again?
Yeah. Roll. I don't know. Is that a roll?
I don't know. I could
I have no idea if
say
that's a roll.
a move to be able to move up to him quickly to spray can his face.
Yeah,
perhaps?
roll a move.
I think I'm going to use, since my iconic item is a spray can, I am at this point going to use that because I really want this to succeed. So I get the +2 for it.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
2
So
successes.
as you spray him, he's like, "Ah, my face!" And his hands like kind of go up, like he's dropped something. And David, you feel the pressure on your foot loosen.
Yep.
And
Skate
he's
is
like,
just gonna spare
"Ah!"
no minutes. He's just gonna wave to the other ones and then just start booking it for the opening where it said, restricted. So he's not gonna go defense. He's just gonna continue to run up and inside instead.
Yeah, Ali will grab Freddy's sleeve and start running that way as
Oh,
well.
I wanted to grab his invisible cult peacemaker.
Sorry, where are you guys running? Where David
Back
is going
through the
over?
gate.
Well,
Back through the gate.
Yeah,
The
so
gate-
where
the clown
the gate
came from,
and the restricted sign was. So
Well,
like
he
David is over
didn't. The clown wasn't behind the fence. He was on the carnival side, like patrolling the outside.
Yeah, so David went over the fence and we're going around to go through the gate in the fence where the sign was.
Okay. And as you guys approach the fence, there is the sign there that says, what does the sign say?
It doesn't say anything because he sprayed over it.
Yeah, so right now it's just
He still sprayed over it, so it no longer says "do not enter," but you can still
Enter,
see.
do enter. No, it says do enter.
Yeah, do enter.
Yeah.
You still see that pulse of light coming through there. And as you guys approach the door, you guys are going to have to roll comprehend. Oh, sorry, empathize. Empathize.
Empathize.
1.
Ooh, 2 successes for empathize as well.
Dude, you guys are so two,
Great
2, and 1.
detectives are very empathetic. If Miami Vice has taught us anything.
Hey, G, as we're going through the gate, I think Ali is going to say to her 2 friends who are nearby, she's going to say, "We're not defined by our fears. We're led by our dreams." And maybe I can roll leadership.
You can if you want. Everyone succeeded, so
Yeah, but I'll get points that I can give to people
It
later,
was a
right?
nice line.
sure. I don't know if that's an actual Tales mechanic or just a homebrew thing that we play, but you can definitely roll lead.
I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's
I
almost
don't
like you're
actually
in
know the
charge, G.
rules of Tales from the Loop. I just play it professionally.
I think
Oh,
2
professional.
successes. I think 2 successes means I get 4 points, but maybe if Mike can confirm or not decline, I don't know.
Mike never reads the rules,
So you get
but
4
apparently
points.
he has this
So I get
time.
4 points. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
It's a miracle.
that's 4 successes you can hand out?
I can hand out 4 successes throughout the game.
Okay. All right. And so as you guys are running towards this gate.
Oh, wait. He says it's 4 extra D6s, not successes.
Oh, okay. There you go. So you get a bonus, a dice bonus. As you guys are running in, this sign is pulsing at you in a weird, I don't want to say, it's not frequency, but pattern. There we go, pattern. And you feel the weird sense that you want to stop. But Allie says what she needs to say, and you guys shake it off, and you push through, and you make it to the gate. Meanwhile, the cowboy clown is like, "Oh, my eyes, my eyes!" He's like, "Help me, help me!" And then you guys hear the buzzing sound, and you see these weird balloons floating very quickly at you. And you rolled 2 successes for that roll, didn't you, Freddie?
Yep.
Cool. As they're coming, you hear like the as they're floating, and you through like the image of a balloon, you think you see like a flying robot, almost like a drone coming
Flying
at
balloon, evil balloon was so much more aesthetic.
you. Mhm.
Robots, isn't everything robots these days?
Yeah, it looks like a drone essentially. What we would imagine nowadays as a drone.
Yeah.
And so does it have lights on it or anything? Is there anything that would make them fear that there would be a weapon on it or something? Or is it just like a flying machine?
Well, you can roll comprehend. Was that what the roll was? Comprehend?
I think I got it with an investigate, but
Investigate, sorry,
similar, isn't it?
investigate.
Okay.
Whatever. We'll take that.
Well,
You look back and you see what you think are these drones through an image of the balloon, and they don't look armed because this is a kid's game.
Wow.
Well, I don't know what those things are, but I don't know. They could probably take our pictures and maybe like tell our parents that we're back here. So I don't know. We probably should get away from them.
we get to the mainframe, we erase the security logs.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Come on,
What?
live a
Because
little.
it's cool.
And David, backtracking a couple minutes, you felt the pressure on your foot give, and you feel yourself tipping over the edge of the fence.
Yeah, he continues the leap over the fence
Okay.
onto the into the other area.
Okay.
Is there anything around his ankle? Is it like an invisible rope or anything?
Well, actually, technically, yeah, you see a lasso over your foot because he let go. So as you land on the other side, it's on your foot, and it's the end of it's trailing over the fence.
He'll quickly pull the rope over with him, roll it up, put it over his shoulder, and head towards where the others are.
Okay, and as you drop in,
that dude have an invisible lasso.
Maybe he's friends with Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. And as
but do you feel like telling the truth now you've got it on you?
You're ugly. You're stupid.
Fuck off, jealous.
And
Hey!
he goes to point at Allie and goes, and quickly shuts his mouth.
what were you gonna say, David?
Hey, I'm not painting your board now, man.
You're supposed to be like, and you're pretty.
Hey, well, we're not supposed to be getting into fights right now, guys. We need to go.
And so, David, when you drop down, you're now in the backwoods of this carnival, and all the lights drop away. Like you're like surrounded in darkness now, and you see, probably a good like 50 yards deeper into the forest, you see, like lights and like looks like little tents set up, like not carnival tents, but like regular looking tents, like way off in the distance, and darkness and like just tall trees in between you and them. And then you can hear the voices of your friends a distance down.
David heads towards the voices and looking for the cables as well.
Okay. Yeah, you see the cables like running under the fence and then going towards that area that you saw.
Yeah, he heads to loop back up with the others and follow the cables.
So these balloon drones are flying at you. I'm gonna spend another corruption bar here since I have so many. Allie, sorry, Allie, you're the target here.
Again?
I mean, you did contribute the most corruption bars, so I think it's fair.
I think it's fair.
And I can't punish Chris because he's not here either.
Of course you can.
I mean, you
always
can
punish Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, you
fair.
can.
You speaking of Chris, you see as you guys get to the gate and there is a lock on it. And so you're gonna have to tinker your way to pick the lock to try and get through. And Allie, as you're kind of looking around to make sure if the coast is clear or not, you see back inside the carnival, you see weird things going on. You see pretty much what you saw before, but everything is getting worse. You see people running around, going onto the rides. You see people stuffing their face with food, like corn dogs, ice cream, like French fries, burgers, drinks. They're like opening their mouths and they're pouring the drinks. Not everyone, but a lot of people are starting to do this. And like the drinks are like, like going over their face. You see people like leaning against the side and they're throwing up from like eating too much food. And you see what you think is like an animatronic like werewolf like chasing some kids, and the kids are like running in fear. And you notice these two kids that are running, and you notice that they are your prime customers, Lee and Dougie, the little boys that you babysit most often. They're running in fear from this like werewolf.
Oh no. Hey, I gotta go help them guys. Those are my kids.
We shut this down. That's how we stop this. We save everyone.
But they're in trouble right now. They're gonna get hurt.
They were running pretty quick.
I mean,
Were they-
helping
were-
kids. I'm with you, Ali.
And you
Let's go
see
help the kids.
Lee, he's trying to jump into the air, but nothing's happening.
This is this padlock's a Lockmaster 9000. I'm never gonna be able to pick it by myself.
All right, well, I'm okay, I'm sorry. I gotta go, y'all. And she turns and starts running after the kids.
I would say Skate will run after. Like, helping little kids seems to have a higher priority than a lock.
All right.
Also,
Yeah.
from that description, I have a full Spirited Away, like the opening sequence going on.
I haven't seen Spirited Away since I watched it on VHS, so.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yesterday.
Freddy's gonna sort of talk to it. Yeah, yeah. Freddy's gonna talk to himself and be like, "Work the lock," and produce a a lockpick set Magnum PI style. Whilst he tries to talk himself up like Magnum does every time he's picking a lock in a high pressure scenario.
Yeah, what's that rhymes like? Loop around under the log with the bunny ears, like when you're trying to tie your shoe, except it's with a lockpick.
Except it's it's like, you know, that Freddy tries to pick locks. He, like in Elementary, he has a whole rack on a wall of all of the various different padlocks available, but he's not kind of gotten good at it yet.
Yeah, so you can roll Tinker, and David,
Yeah,
you arrive
sure.
at the other side of the thing.
No, nothing. I'm 50. I'm 15, so I have no luck at all.
Wah, wah. I'll allow, since David's on the other side, if David can help at all. Actually, David, you're on the other side of the fence. You can definitely
Yeah, I don't
help.
think I.
Can I give Freddy a D6?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I give Freddy a D6.
Okay, that's +1, yeah, bonus dice. On tech, yeah? Sure. Yes!
Very
One
good.
success. Springs open.
Yeah, as David, you're reaching for the thing to unlock it. It's like
It's
it
a
opens.
padlock, so you would need a key.
Yeah.
As he's reaching for the key. That just
And,
happened to be hung up on the other side of the fence.
I was thinking that David had bobby pins from his mom's hair salon.
Yeah.
You could use to pick the lock. All right, so the lock busts open, and the door opens, and David, you see Freddy, and that's it.
Where are the others? Did the cowboy get them?
No, they're off werewolf hunting.
And then we cut over to Allie and Skate, where Allie's running. Skate's like, well, I guess I'll come along. He's meandering after her. And as you enter back into the within the carnival boundaries, you see like pandemonium happening. Everyone is going, I don't want to say crazy, but Skate, you see a kid holding a balloon, and they're floating away with it. And they're like, yeah, like they look happy about it. And
Are they close enough for me to sort of sprint over, jump, and try to just grab them down?
sure, you want to roll move? You can try doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try doing that. It's like, shit, what is happening?
Yeah, so the kids floating like, yay, and the parents are just like,
3 successes.
fuck yeah. So what does that look like?
Like, if I would see, you just look over to Alan, like, grab the kids, and he's gonna take 2 steps, sprint up, stand on one of the, counters, and leap from there, just grab the kid and shove him down. Make sure that he drops the balloon in the same time.
Sure, you knock his balloon away, and he's like, ugh, and he starts like to cry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him there and then go back to try to help Ali with the other kids and the whole mechanical wolf thing happening.
Sure.
What was Dougie's superhero name?
Lightning Bolt Kid?
Lightning Kid?
Lightning Kid?
So yeah, Ali will be like around the corner from them, and we'll holler, Superman, Lightning Kid.
I'm actually looking up, see.
Try to get their attention.
I'm just trying to get the actual get that name correct. Jesus.
Super Lightning Bolt Kitty.
The Lightning Kid, yeah.
She'll call him.
Sorry, you call Superman
Yeah.
a Lightning Kid?
Yeah.
Okay. They stop and they look around, and then they see you.
She waves at them.
And as you see, they are running from this werewolf, and they duck underneath like the legs of a clown, and they come running towards you. And it's like, my powers don't work.
It's okay. Here, grab my hands, and she'll grab both of their hands. We're gonna get away from that man, and she'll start running back to the gate. Hopefully, Skate is following her.
Okay.
Skate is going to go try and, like, it worked once, why not again, and just spray the eyes of the werewolf as well so he can't follow them.
Okay.
If it worked once, I mean, why not try it again?
Yeah, for sure. So you're going to intercept this werewolf that is coming at these kids.
I imagine he will come, from the side as he was helping the other kid. Hopefully the werewolf is like pinpointed on the kids and Ali so he can get it by surprise. That's like his thinking in this situation.
So I've used 2 corruption bars so far?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm going to spend a 3rd one here. And as
So many more to go.
Yep.
Yep.
As you're moving in, Skate, I totally lost my train of thought. God damn it.
You're gonna
I'm
get
trying to
another
surprise
bonus
the
dice.
werewolf.
You're gonna get another bonus dice from me, Skate.
Yes. Right,
As you're-
so
As you're moving in, Skate, you see what's your favorite carnival ride, Skate?
oh, Skate's favorite car.
Or even not even a ride, but a game?
I mean, it would be probably. Oh, I've never thought that through. I would say something with like a lot of artsy parts to it. So probably
yeah.
something with a lot of lighter thing, like say skee ball,
That's
like
what-
lights
no.
and things and paints and stuff.
I know what he sees.
Huh?
You see a caricature drawing station,
Oh yeah.
and there's people lined up.
Oh, totally. Character drawing.
Yeah.
That's radical.
Yeah, and like there's caricature drawing or or face painting that people can come. So you can either draw them as a caricature or you can face paint them or both. So you're gonna, if you want to resist this urge to go over there, you have to roll empathize, please.
I'm going to try. Can I? It's so cool. I try to push it out of my head.
Yeah,
I mean, there's two children and they're like in danger and werewolf. Yeah, that can wait. That can wait. Okay, fine. More important things right now.
All right, you resisted. Good job. And you're gonna roll move again to see if you can intercept this werewolf.
I'm going to use my extra die on this one because I think that's what Ali meant with the leadership.
Mm-hmm.
When...
Ali, you're keeping track of your dice, I hope. Fuck me! What does this look like? Sorry, kids, no swearing. Frack me!
Oh shit!
We're never family friendly.
You will see, like, he does the grabbing down the kid after telling Ali to grab the other kids and run, and as soon as they start to run away, you can see him like run up, look over his shoulders, like no, then come up, like crossing from in behind the werewolf, like diagonally into, just having his spray paint like. And then run past the werewolf and just scream like sprint, and they just come up behind them running as the werewolf just has like a black now warrior paint black all over his eyes.
And as you spray it and the werewolf is like, "Rawr," he stumbles, and then it's like the running kind of like stutters, and then it topples over like it's an animatronic machine.
It's so weird.
His teacher says he never has a future, and he's got a great future in werewolf hunting and general lycanthropy.
I'm gonna, if you allow me, since it was 4 successes, to like make up the distance and grab one of the kids to try to help Ali out to move everyone fast away.
Yeah, and as they're running and Ali lets Skate have one, she says, "It's time to fly faster than eagles, heroes."
Yeah, and you pick
your
up
inspirational speeches are so
yeah. Ali, I'll say you take Dougie, and Skate, he takes Lee. Lee is like this tiny little boy. Well, he's like 10 years old, but he's very short, very scrawny, and you see the through his shirt you see a blue like Superman t-shirt underneath. And
come on, kid, super speed, and he's gonna like pull him in his arm behind him.
Yeah, so okay, you're gonna pull him, and he's like running with his arm out like he's trying to fly. So
no, I imagine he's actually under Skate's arm and he has his arm out, so he's actually flying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, super speed, kid.
Yeah.
Ali will have Dougie up on her shoulders
And since you rolled 4 successes on that, when you're like super speed, kid, you feel like you're going faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like red makes it go faster, but super speed kid makes it go faster.
And this little boy named Lee, he's got like a determined look on his face, and he's got a curl of black hair on his forehead. Meanwhile, David and Freddie, you were standing there looking at each other.
David will just say to Freddie, do we keep following the cables? Do we wait?
Yeah.
You hear the
Follow the
buzzing
cables?
sound of the drones.
Yeah, those balloon things are after us. Project Nana or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't speak German.
And you see them coming down towards you, and they go woo, and they stop, and they're hovering right in front of you, and then it's like a light comes through, and they start scanning both of you.
Scanning us.
David's got that rope, that lasso. He just starts swinging it, trying to hit them.
Okay. Roll force.
Can I find a tent pole or anything like that they've been using? Maybe
Probably a branch in this
Yeah.
area.
1 success.
Okay. You knock one out of the air. And it's like it gives a sound of derision as it goes tumbling down.
I'm gonna try and javelin the other with a branch.
Okay. Roll
No
force.
time for making a pocket knife spear here. Oh, nothing. It goes wide.
Yeah, the other one turns and looks back at you, and then as you jab at it with the thing, it goes zoo. But as it does that, it goes zoo, and it flies away.
I don't know how long we've got.
Let's book it. And David, just as quickly as he can, follows the cables.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want, I'll let you guys notice you see the other two with 2 more kids running towards you.
Yeah, I assume they were all very very loud earlier. So Freddie's going to be like, Stanley and Bloomin' Van Helsing, get in it.
You see the other 2 have the gate open.
Allie's gonna beeline for it. As she's running, now she's saying, "There's something going on really bad here, Skate. Something terrible."
Yeah, I noticed. Just saw the kid floating up on a balloon. Werewolf, like, what is going on?
I don't know, but I think we got to get out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go against you on that one. You wanna run it up with the others? See, they figured out to shut it down somehow. Did
They're
you
right
see
there.
people back there? Yeah, did you see people back there? Like, what is going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
You guys have all
Oh.
joined up now.
Shit, guys, this I don't even know to explain it. It's like pandemonium.
We got to get out of here.
Gomorrah, dogs and cats living together. The end
Something
time.
like
Yeah, man, that was wild shit over there.
Well,
Allie's gonna step through the gate.
Okay.
if
You
it's
all-
triggering brainwaves to do various things, you know what one of the most powerful emotions is? Fear.
Sure. Yeah.
We
Skate's
all-
gonna
the
realize that he's
the
carrying.
little boy that Skate is carrying says, "I'm not afraid."
Yeah, Skate's gonna realize that he's carrying a 10-year-old and like put him down. Like,
Yeah, well, kid, you'd be the only one.
Well,
Fear is out.
Lee's got it right. We've got to like look deep into ourselves, and we've just got to free ourselves of all that destructive doubt and fear. Everyone.
Yeah.
Can try.
Sure.
But fear is primal. It goes back to us being cavemen. But we're logical. We're rational. We can overcome it. We stick together. We take out whatever's running this. Would this be a good opportunity to try lead?
Another one? How many more successes do you have? If you want to roll lead as well.
Well,
Dave.
I've got lead, so I
Ready?
realized this character I realized I wasn't playing John, and this character has lead. Half my Tales from the Loop character have lead. Half of them don't.
Yeah,
Just,
if you want to throw a
spice
lead
it
in
up
there.
with 2 successes.
Nice. So
Awesome.
you have 4 dice to hand out.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep track of that because I am not. Yeah, and I'll
So-
let you guys, as you guys are gonna go deeper into the backwoods, I'll let you roll one more time in this instant a investigate.
So you guys know how to turn it off yet? Have you figured it out?
Yeah, don't know. I think we're just gonna have to look out.
2 zeros so
successes.
far. Oh, 3 successes for Freddy.
Wow.
It's the only
Wow.
thing he does.
Got 2 successes for investigate.
Sweet.
Well,
Oh,
apparently he can pick
fantastic.
locks.
Yeah, so you guys have lost track of the cowboy clown, but as you guys are about to turn into the thing, you notice a group of clowns standing at the edge of the rise, and they're all standing there staring at you. And then they start moving towards you.
Run!
Shit.
And with your third success, Freddy, you can close the gate if you want.
Yeah, gonna close the gate. Find something to buy us time.
You had that stick you were using as a javelin.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
recover the stick and sort of like bust it in there. Shit, I knew I should have bought cable ties.
All right. So you guys have barred the gate and you are making your way into the darkness that is the backwoods. And like I mentioned before, it is dark with tall trees. And in the distance, you can see like tents set up. And as you get closer, you see like a large barrel-topped wagon. What else do you see? And you can see now, all of you, I won't, with all those investigation rolls you guys are rolling, you see the cables running towards this area.
Right, it's the wagon, and if we see anything, it's in our brains, and we should resist it.
Right.
I'll give this to you because you rolled your 3 successes, Freddy. You see cameras on the trees.
How high up are they?
20 feet.
Shit.
15 to 20 feet. They're definitely out of your reach.
Yeah, even if he gave Skater, even if he got Skate up on his shoulders, they wouldn't take those out with spray paint.
No. And you notice that there's several of them.
Skate's
Smile.
gonna put his hood even like further up.
We're on camera, so yeah.
Well, it's pretty
That's
dark out
suspected.
here. It's pretty dark out here, so I don't know how much they can see. And anyway, I'll take cameras to what's going on back there.
Yeah, if you have hoods, pull them up. Don't look up. Not my first time. And you see Skate sort of like just looking down, trying to be very much like putting only the hood towards the cameras.
Okay. Excuse me.
Ali says, "Keep your heads down, boys," to the younger boys.
They will essentially NPC their way out. They're not gonna do anything that's gonna, unless I want to spend more corruption bars or something, but they're not going to
They're not gonna do anything until it's very, very critical. Then
yeah. Lee's gonna fly up and stop an asteroid from smoking you guys. That's the corruption bar right there.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys move towards this area. Are you guys just walking straight in? Anyone want to roll a sneak?
I was imagining that we're sneaking. I mean, at least Skate is trying to sneak. I mean, he's usually sneaking around trying to paint walls without getting caught on cameras.
They got cameras, so it's a matter of whether there be a point. Says the guy getting 2 successes.
You know, Allie's not a
Two
really
successes.
great. Allie's not a really great sneaker. She's really very, front and center generally. So I'm gonna give Allie those 2 remaining dice for her sneak roll.
Are you allowed to give them to yourself, or is that
I think
not
so.
a rule?
I think you can. Does anyone know? Snow, did you see them?
I don't think you can, actually.
Yeah, you can't use them on yourself.
Mike
Oh,
says
okay.
no.
All right.
Mike says no.
No, but Freddie has some that he could give her.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna force him to give me some.
I was going to say,
Give
you
me your
guys
lead
that failed
point.
can both. You guys that failed can both take a 1.
I mean, technically, I also have lead, so I can roll for lead and give me your
Yeah.
main dice if I get
Well, Technically, Allie hasn't
It's
rolled
bastard.
yet, so Allie hasn't failed. So
Yeah.
Okay, so do I need to put the bonus in before I fail or after I fail?
you know, it doesn't really matter if you want to roll it after.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll. Maybe I won't fail. Nope, I definitely fail. And then you're giving me 1, is that right?
Yeah. It doubles your chances.
I won't be a dick and say you have to declare beforehand. Nope.
Nope. Wait, those snow dogs.
So
Why didn't I get one?
Allie is stepping on. Oh, sorry.
There we go. Nope, I
There you
failed.
go. So I don't know, David. How are you moving through this? I imagine Allie's stepping on every. Oops.
I
sorry.
think David is going through and not really caring. If he gets seen, he gets seen. he sees Skate trying to be stealthy and just follows Skate. In his mind, if Skate's being stealthy and on a path, then just following him is being stealthy too.
Sure.
I imagine with my 2 successes to your 0, it's gonna be the way, but like one sneaks away and then one is like, oh god.
The dude is the dude is following half the Ninja Turtles basically.
I'm pretty
almost Ninja Turtle time.
Unless you guys want to fail, I totally forgot. I'm pretty sure this is a mechanic where you guys can give one of your successes to the others if you.
I would definitely give David a success and be like, when I notice him being like all bad about it, I'm gonna be like, no, you like this, and like just lead him along with me.
Yeah, sure. We can suddenly make Ali the Knight.
Yeah.
Which is, such great character development, I'm sure.
Yeah, so you guys are all sneaking now, and you follow these cables, and they all go to this huge bank of machines underneath a open face tent. Like it just has a top with poles all over it, and all these cables go there, and it's like a machine that you've never seen before. And on the side you see the Dart logo, and as you approach, the door of the wagon opens and a man pokes his head out, and he steps out, and he is a tall, well-dressed guy, slacks, white dress shirt with a tie loosened, and black slicked hair. And everyone can roll comprehend on this one.
Look, Chief, I know what's going on here. You shut it down.
He looks. You guys shouldn't be back here.
And you shouldn't be running brain experiments on people. Let's call it a draw.
The sign says do enter.
I'm pretty sure that's not the case. And as you're looking at him and he's talking to you, you recognize his voice. This is Mr. LaBelle, the master of ceremonies, whom you just saw.
Whatever your real name is, you sub-Coney Island huckster. Turn this the hell off.
And he steps down off the thing, and as he closes the door, you see another person inside the wagon with a whole bank of monitors and blinking lights and everything.
We didn't consent to be part of any experiment. And there's a little psychological theory about when your participants become aware. It's called the screw you theory.
Mr. DeSenta, how good to see you. I was expecting you to be here. I was expecting all of you to be here. And he nods in a greeting. How did you... He looks. Did you find the coin?
No, we saw all hell going loose and we came to stop you.
We're also looking for the coin, if that helps.
Because you can stick the coin, you know where.
We figure the coin's here.
Well, maybe. And he thinks, is that where you think it is? And
yeah.
He looks very intensely at you.
Maybe empty out your pockets and give us a look in there.
Everyone, okay, I like this idea. Everyone roll comprehend. No, wait, not comprehend. Charm. Everyone roll charm.
Charm. Whoa.
One. Oh, 2 for Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my thing doesn't roll. So 3 successes between the 4 of you. Allie, it's empty your pockets. Let's see what you got. And he kind of tilts his head and he squints his eyes and he's like, okay, I'll play this game. And he sticks his hands into his pockets, and you hear the jingling of keys and other adult shit that they carry in their pockets. And he stops and he pulls out a gold coin. How did you do that? Fascinating, Miss Keaton. Fascinating.
Oh, stick it in your report, buddy.
Does this mean we
It
win?
is going to go in my report. That's for sure.
And I'm going to sue you. And Dart. And the US government.
So,
Good luck
right.
with that.
Freddie, if you calm down a bit, man.
But so we
do
won.
we win now?
Dude,
yeah, exactly. See, David, yeah, we won. So now we can be here. We can do the cool stuff, whatever it was.
You do win. You win the prize. And as he's holding this, you guys all feel, you don't feel, you see like off to your side, you see lights come on. And it draws your attention away. And you look, it's like you won the ticket to paradise. Whatever your imagination brings you. And he looks very pleased with himself. And as you all look, you see like a small little area underneath another tent. And what you all see, you're going to tell me what you see. What would be considered paradise to each of your characters? Something that excites you, that would draw you in.
Allie sees herself at the front, at the head of a boardroom table.
Mm-hmm.
Skate would see like a big curtain getting revealed, him standing there, people applauding, and you see that it's one of his artworks on like the White House that they've just unveiled, and everyone is sort of there for him. Everyone loves it.
David's at a rock concert, and he is just having the time of his life, rocking out to, let's say, Bon Jovi, because of course.
Yes, you see the screaming and everyone's like just fist pumping in the air, and you see Bon Jovi dancing across the stage, gesturing, and he looks at you and he gestures. Allie, you see a presentation of the last science experiment you did up on the whiteboard. You know this experiment back and forth, and you know you're going to rock this presentation, and you're going to get the funding you need for your studies. And Skate, you just see everyone there is admiring your art, and everyone understands you, who you are and what you stand for, and they love you for it. Freddie, what do we see for you?
It is the Scotland Yard Black Museum of all of the all of the sort of the seized amazing things, and there is a fresh stack of file boxes of cold cases.
Mm-hmm. This is the fourth corruption bar, LaBelle having the coin in his pocket. Or should I say, you guys imagining the coin in his pocket. And Freddie, you see what you see, and you all feel the inexplicable urge to head towards these visions of yours. You're all going to have to roll and empathize.
Something mind-related.
It is mind-related.
There you go.
And empathize, and you need 2 successes to succeed.
2 successes.
Oh.
He doesn't know what I'm about. No one knows what I'm about.
People knowing what you're about just totally goes against your whole purpose.
Yeah, that's not what I'm about.
Yeah, too right.
So I got 1. If I push, can I try for another?
You can. You can have another. You can have another dice if you want.
Yeah, you guys have.
Got 2.
You can take a condition and re-roll. You can spend a luck. You have.
I think I'm 15, so I don't have luck, right?
Okay, but you have your pride available to you. I think that is an auto success.
It is.
And you also have your leadership dice, but you cannot use your own.
In that case, so she has 1, and she's going to use her pride for the other. And her pride is, my charges are always safe in my care. So she pulls
Ooh.
the boys close to her and she steps back away from LaBelle.
Oh, that's a perfect use of pride in this instance.
And as we all know, this is the part where the detective doesn't fall for the fake alibi, the rubbish that the suspect is feeding him. This is the bit in Columba when he tells them when he says, "Book 'em, boys, suspicion of murder." So Freddy's pride is that he can solve the case and he's better than the detectives on TV, and he'll be like, "No, Mr. LaBelle, you're gonna let these people go if there's your real name."
Okay, are you rolling something? Oh, sorry, are you spending something to give you that?
Yeah, I
extra
use
success?
pride. Yeah.
For your pride? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
David, what about you?
So pride will only give me 1 success, and I got no successes. So
Correct.
We can have
I
the dice
have
if you
two.
want.
I have 2 more dice that I will give you.
okay, I will have a go with that. No luck.
No. All right.
David's all about the Bon Jovi.
Yeah, you're playing your favorite song,
Yeah.
They're playing everything from Simply When Wet. He can't resist.
and you see. Okay, what do they see from David then?
So they just see David immediately start to sing along to Living on a Prayer, and it's completely out of tune and it's completely terrible, but he just charges towards that lit area. And, you know, he looks like he's about to dive into the crowd, like he's about to crowd surf.
Wait, I love that. And the rest of you resist the urge to go into your wildest dreams. And Mr. LaBelle looks a little disappointed. Ah. Well, you conjured this out of thin air, but you're resisting its effects.
Yeah, well,
Fascinating.
if only I could conjure an ass kicking.
You don't.
Freddie, you
I'm
should
an
be more
adult young
respectful.
man. You don't beat up adults.
Well, usually adults don't go fucking with people's brains. You know, more than just standardized testing.
Allie covers the boy's ears.
David, man,
And
you
Ali goes
okay?
fucking.
David, mate,
just
you
turns
don't know what
around
it
and
means.
just screams, Bon Jovi! And he just heads towards.
God, his music taste sucks.
Yeah, but he's still a friend. We should help him.
You're gonna need to take. You're gonna need to do it, Skate. I can't leave the boys.
Okay. I'm gonna go up and try to, physically stop David from going any further.
Okay. How would you like to do that? What would you like to roll?
I would use force. I would like to forcefully just stop him. Like either grab him and holding him back or standing in his way.
And obviously you see him just like jumping in in an open area. There's nothing there.
That is super weird. I'm just gonna try to pull him back towards us, like having him like forcefully be back where we are at.
Okay, roll force. Or whatever you're rolling.
Yeah, gonna try for force. 1 success.
All right. Should I make David roll? Well, you're definitely pulled away. But since this was a corruption bar and you guys gave me 6 of them, this is the 4th one. Is it the 4th one? I've lost count. David, roll empathize. Jovi rolls. David Summers, come up on stage.
And if Skate's trying to force him away, he's just bashing into Skate like it's a mosh pit.
It's a Bon Jovi concert, dude. Certainly not like a mosh pit.
I mean, Skate is gonna do his best to try to not be mosh pit too hard by David, but he's gonna try to just use that to pull him. Every time he tries to mosh pit the right way, he's gonna be yep, pull, and then just stand against and then pull.
What could I use to convince him that Bon Jovi's in Sydney, Australia? At this time in 1987, on the on the Slippery When Wet tour.
Well, you'd have to go over there and try and
Yeah.
intercept him.
Yeah, sure. Empathize?
No, well, you have to get him out of his thing first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well, okay, roll whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
As he's
what I
jumping
wanted to
around, you're like,
hear.
he's in Sydney. He's not even here.
Dude, Bon Jovi's in Australia. He's not. He's never gonna. We're in blooming Prescott. He's never gonna play small. He's never gonna play small town America. He sings about it. Yes.
Well, Profo's tapped into the fact that I was in Sydney watching Bon Jovi in 1987, and
Oh my God.
it's now going into David.
Yeah. And as you say that, he wasn't
And his
even
head-
here. He was in Australia. You see LaBelle shake his
Yeah.
head and goes, "Kids these days, they've lost their wonderment. Stupid reason and logic." And
Crap scientist, mate. Jesus.
you get those 4 successes. You can roll with bonus +2, David. The Aussiness in snow counteracts all of that.
Yeah, I was hoping that David's hair would suddenly turn grey.
G, while all that's
Alive.
happening, and everyone's paying attention to David and Skate and
Mhm.
Freddie over there,
Yeah.
can Allie B have gone to the side of the tent where the cords are and started to pull with all her might?
Yeah, you can certainly try. And LaBelle is he looks at you and he's like, "This is my experiment. You will not touch it. This is the property of Dart. You want to get sued?"
Well, I
We'll
was hoping
sue
he
a
was
child.
I was hoping he was distracted by the other people, but I'll still do this in front of him. So what can I do?
You're gonna have to move to try and get around him. He's gonna try and grab you.
Yeah, this is never going to work out, but all right, we're going to try it. Nope.
Nope. All right. No, I don't like the idea of him grabbing you, but he intercepts you and he blocks the way. And he's like, "All right, fine. Have it your way." And he pulls out this ridiculously 80s device and pulls up an antenna, and he just turns a big red knob, and then nothing happens at first. There's no sound, there's no lights or anything like that. And then who's not doing something in this moment? Well, Allie, I'll let you do it. You notice as you kind of glance around, thinking something's going to happen, you notice there's people moving through the trees towards you guys. And you notice it's the carnival people, like all the attendees and the clowns.
Guys, they're surrounding us.
Yeah, David, man, come on, get your shit together.
All right, you guys. LaBelle, he goes, "Nothing's gonna stop my experiment. Not you kids, not anybody." And he will, and as he's talking, the wagon door opens and a woman comes out. And she's wearing like a lab coat and like spectacles. And she says, "Aiden, I think we've gone far enough. I think we've done enough, don't you?" And LaBelle turns on her and he goes, "No, you've never gotten the vision. You were always thinking about the numbers, but you never thought about where we could go with the possibilities of this technology."
And
And
neither of you idiots thought about ethics. Freddie's going to be like, because that isn't the way.
This is
to relate,
1987.
buddy.
That's not a thing. And he goes,
Kind of
and
what school did you friggin' go to, buddy? I mean,
That's very
with all of these,
specific.
Rhode
with all
Island
these
Community
cla-
College. And he goes, and
with all, well,
and-
a clown college would have been an upgrade, wouldn't
and
it?
he
So are we
goes,
going to
and
have
he
ethics the next year? So next year's ethics. So this year's no ethics, and next year's ethics.
yes.
Mhm. Next
Yes.
year's all ethics all the time.
It's a 1989
Yeah.
thing, okay? So
Ah.
he turns towards Dr. Smith, and he goes, "I knew you would do this." And he turns the dial on his ungodly 80s little hand device. He turns it another notch, and then we didn't see anything before, but now from the tip of the antenna, a flashing light flickers. And it's nothing like you guys have seen before. And she kind of and she freezes, and she goes like completely like inert. She's blinking, but she's like staring off into nothing. And then he turns to the rest of you, and that was corruption bar number 5. He's taking Dr. Smith, who was going to help you in lieu of David being with Bon Jovi now. Rest in peace, thoughts and prayers to David, everybody.
It's fine. He's living on a prayer.
Yeah,
He's living his
on
best life.
yeah. And
Okay, so
Working on the docks.
corruption bar number 6 is that I am raising the threat level of, if it was just one scientist, it would be regular threat level. If it was both, it would be harder. So now I'm upping the threat level. So you guys are going to need 12 successes between you. That's
Well-
Right.
no, man, I don't know if
Three-
that's fair or not.
3 successes each. Let's go.
But David is not included in this.
Yeah, call it then.
Oh.
Call it an even
4
night.
successes each. Let's
You
go.
guys need 4 successes between the 4 of you to stop Mr. LaBelle.
Can I argue that since LaBelle was talking about, seeing the bigger picture, and David's pride is, I see the big picture, can he add 1 success to them?
Oh, yeah,
Ooh.
fuck yeah. I love that. That was completely unintentional on my part, but David, yeah, that's an even better use of your pride. So you guys will have 1 free success from David as he's like, "David on a prayer, see the bigger picture." But with an Aussie accent.
Living on a prayer, Struth.
Yeah, so you need 11 successes between the 3 of you and all your remaining assets to defeat Aiden Machiavellian LaBelle.
Well, I think that
Tell me what you want to do and what you're going to roll.
I think Allie's going to try to inspire everyone again, and she's going to say, repeat after me, boys. I am strong. I'm an inspiration. I can achieve anything I dream.
What Ali said.
I am strong. I am an inspiration. I can achieve anything.
There we go. So she's leading.
Okay.
Just to prove to you.
successes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did you use up all your previous dice, correct?
I did. I gave them to David, and he didn't.
David just
David squandered them all
Yeah.
on Bon Jovi.
I think I got a couple left, but I'm terrible.
I told you to keep track of them, dude, so. Actually, no, I think you used them all up because you gave 1 to each of them for their sneak rolls, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, they took 1 of our successes, didn't they?
Yeah, the sneak we had 2 each. We could give
Oh,
a success
you're right.
to Ali and
You're
David
right.
each. Oh man, I would like to use my pride, but I cannot for the life of me get it in there, even if I try to wrangle it, because my pride is my drawings are more lifelike than the real life originals. So unless I can sort of distract LaBelle by in 30 seconds make a lifelike drawing of myself and then sneak around him.
Spray paint the FBI coming to arrest him.
Well, you could, if you
So
could,
I can paint in
It's the
thin air
feds.
a lifelike FBI agent to come here and arrest him.
or maybe you could use it to spray him or something, you know?
Look, I rather not use it and just risk it because that feels just way out there. That's I'm used to spraying. I can't use my pride in this way. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna leave David to do his best life, and I'm just gonna bum rush LeVale. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just gonna go for it. Force, like slap the thing out of his hand that he used to freeze the other
Yeah,
scientist.
and right now he's essentially blocking / guarding the power center where all the cables are going. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna put in mine into force. Let's see how this goes. I have 1 luck as well, so
okay.
Yes, Kate, body
3
it.
successes.
Hey, body it.
Allie, you can also take a condition and re-roll.
Sure. Allie will be upset
Okay.
and
You can take that
re-roll.
after you re-roll.
Oh, after. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. No. No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Would it be empathize if I try to convince him his experiment has failed?
I would probably say by what he's saying, that is not gonna convince him. Because to him it is, and what you guys have seen, whatever his plan is, he's getting off on this, not to make it gross. He's getting off scientifically on this.
Same difference. It's intellectual masturbation.
Yeah. So he's not you might want to find a different avenue for. And also, you don't have to convince him. You could also try getting past him to try and
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if Skate's got him, I'm gonna bust into the tent, try and investigate, see if I can find a pad with any notes.
I mean, I launched at him to sort of set in motion whatever you other guys want to do to see if we get enough successes to do this.
Okay,
I don't know how many actions we each have. Do we just have 1 action?
Well, technically, you can go until you're broken.
Got it. So when Freddy's done, then I'll do another thing.
But you have to make sure you're taking your upset condition.
Yeah, I have taken it.
Okay, I'm going to do investigate with bonus of my magnifying glass, my iconic item. It's we're unholstering the magnifying glass here.
Okay.
3.
Woo! Damn.
Nice. So 6 successes.
Yeah.
Plus his 1, so you guys are at 7 successes right now.
Come on.
Have we gotten in there yet? Like we can now go past?
Well, technically the interaction is just in front of the thing. So whatever you're describing is like what
right in front there.
Yeah.
Did we say that he dropped the thing, or
Yeah.
He's still sorry, what is Jared, what is Skate's thingy here? What are you trying to do, Skate?
Like, I'm just launching at him, trying to like simultaneously kind of just either move him away, also just swatting at the device he's holding, especially the one that he used on the scientist to make her freeze. So like just, being all up in his business.
Okay, so you do, because since you roll 3 successes, you move him out of the way and he drops the device.
Then Allie's going to pick up the device and then she's going to try to figure out what it is.
It has it's a big square box with a red dial on it.
Okay, well, she's going to turn it off.
Okay.
What would I roll?
Actually,
oh, there's no roll for that?
No roll for that.
Oh,
Turn it
okay.
off.
I'm feeling very generous.
All right, she'll turn it off.
The Phantom Zone.
Okay, Freddie, are you going to roll?
I did. I got 3
Oh,
on
sorry, 3.
investigate.
Actually, sorry. You will have to roll again then, Allie, because you guys did not roll enough.
Okay. Program, calculate, either of those?
Tinker.
Oh, okay.
Argue hard.
Oh, sorry. Well,
a computer.
No, too late. 0 success.
0. Sorry, y'all. It's just not coming from Allie.
Yeah. But I do like the idea that you just turned it off.
It's logical.
You are the game master. Do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah, you turned it off, and David Bon Jovi goes bye-bye.
You see a single tear roll down David's face.
No.
John gone. John gone.
And he just starts singing Never Say Goodbye.
And then Dr. Smith, she snaps out of it and she goes, you bastard, you used your device on me, how dare you. And she is going to wind up and give him a big smack across the face. And he's like,
sweetheart, you didn't trust him from the start. You should have built in some sort of override.
all right, you guys need 1, 2, 3, 4 more successes. I'll give you guys one more chance. David, this is all up to you.
Come on, David. Got
Have
this,
you
mate.
seen what I've been rolling lately?
You can roll, like, what are you gonna do to try
Underdog story. Come on,
Stop
underdog
this.
story now.
Yeah.
Now you just 5 successes, like bam.
You're an inspiration, David.
No.
This is the do or die here.
I've no idea what he's going to roll to even. He is going to attempt to charm. So his singing of Never Say Goodbye is so emotional and so heartrending and purely from the bottom of his soul that he's hoping that it will convince LaBelle to give up whatever he's doing.
Sure.
Or it'll be so bad that Dr.
One
Smith wallops
success.
him again.
One success. Unfortunately, you guys.
It was off key and it was badly. The rhythm wasn't there.
Yeah. And LaBelle goes, is that Bon Jovi? And then as he kind of recovers from the smack of Dr. Smith, and he glares at her. He's like, I knew I shouldn't have brought you in on this project. And he looks at the kids, and then all of a sudden, you guys lost track of them, but all the carnival goers have surrounded you. And you said, Allie, you see Lee and Dougie being led off by their parents into the back towards the carnival. And LaBelle smiles. It's like, we'll get the data we need. And then he grins at you guys and he turns and just kind of walks behind the thing and he's gone.
You won the battle, but not the war.
Have a great night, Miss Keaton. And then the smell of all the carnival food wafts back. The ice cream, the wild mouse, all the rides, just the music. It tinkles back into your ears and you feel just contentment. And you all turn and slowly meld back into the crowd and make your way back towards the Carnival of Screams. And then the next day, you all wake up in true unMadeGaming fashion for Tales from the Loop. You all wake up in your beds the next day. You guys remember having just the greatest experience at this carnival. You ran rides, you ate all the food, and it was just the greatest end to the summer ever. All your friends were there, your parents were there, they were smiling and happy. You won all the prizes. Skate, you won a drawing contest. Snow, you ran the wild mouse over and over. And ate all the ice cream, and you didn't even get sick from it. And Freddie, your parents showed up, and your mom just doted over you, and she watched you play all the games, and she rode the rides with you, and you guys just had the best time.
And she's surprisingly good with an air rifle.
Oh yeah.
Shocking.
She's like, give me that, and she's like, dum, 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 and she wins you the biggest prizes. And Allie, you take the hands of Lee and Dougie, and you guys ride all the rides. And they're the most behaved boys you have ever seen. And when you look out the window, The carnival grounds are completely empty. Nothing is there. But you have fond memories of the carnival of screams. And that's where we end today.
Shucks.
The carnival of screams.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
That was really great.
That was the happiest fail ending I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we could have had some cool nightmares or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. But who knows? Well, maybe we'll have to play it again when Mike makes revisions on it with all his feedback that he's getting. So yeah, we took a lot of time here because of the downtime. So we'll just do quick introductions here. Melissa, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm Melissa. I'm drafter in Discord, and that's it. That's where I am. Sorry about the microphone hit.
That's all right. Iquin, what about you?
I am your friendly neighborhood Swede Iquin. I am also in the Discord. I run some offline games from time to time, mainly Cthulhu, so come hit me up there.
Sweet. Snow, where can we find you? What are you up to?
I'm Normal Snow. You can generally find me in the Patreon games and in the Discord.
Nice. And Profo.
When I'm not making Prescott darker, well, if you like that idea of the dark underbelly of an idyllic small town, check out the wiki. I wrote a little thing about it a while ago.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there's lots of fan fiction on the wiki. Yes.
Really is.
And I guess I have to give myself an outro. I am G, a friendly neighborhood lightning invoker. You can find me in all things unMade Gaming modding or playing in all the Patreon things. Sometimes making Mike's life a living hell if I'm in the mood. And he in turn makes my life a living hell when he's GMing me. So yeah, find me in the Discord. You can find me on X, formerly known as Twitter.
It's called Zitter and you know it.
No,
Yeah.
come hit us up on Mastodon.
Oh yeah, and
Mastodon.
there is on Mastodon, and Mike is on Blue Cloud, but I'm not, so I don't follow anything there. So if on Blue Cloud, follow him there. This is it for all of our Patreon stuff this month. So we'll be back with The Rise next month and more Patreon stuff. And you can also find me and Melissa on Age of Always Atari Twilight the next time we play that, which we do not have a next scheduled date yet. So I'm sorry. We'll have to get back to you on that. But until then, thanks everybody. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.